That down really and studied it. It's much easier when somebody explains what you've got to do. So I've made necklaces, I've made some lovely earrings, and it's good because we've got all the choice of beads stones we're able to use, and I've had a thoroughly good day. And of course I dragged my daughter along, who's kept me in tow, so it's open to all ages. It was super. We met a very good crowd.
Join guest designer Rachel Norris on her Artisan Earrings DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome to JewelleryMaker. Welcome to the morning show. Maybe you've just accidentally stumbled upon us, and maybe you've been watching the repeat for the last hour and you're thinking, hey up, what's going on now? You are now watching the live show. It is Sunday morning, everybody, and we have got some treats today because it's Sunday. It's the day to treat yourself. I always believe if you can't treat yourself on a Sunday, when can you? So today is the day that we've got treats, and boy have we got treats. One of my treats today is right beside me. Her name is the lovely Fleur.
You're right.
Already a good start. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you, love?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. You're looking super summery in your flowers today.
Yes, I thought I'd... it was so hot yesterday, I thought I'd put something nice and summery on today.
It was a bit close yesterday, wasn't it?
And last night was a bit of a killer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit muggy.
Yeah, did anyone have any storms yesterday? Did you hear thunder and stuff last night? Yeah, it was close, wasn't it? Lovely lady, what have you been up to first off? Fill us in.
Since the bridal show on Monday, I came in and filmed a couple of things for something that's coming up later on in the year.
Yes.
And then working on these kits, which are just beautiful. They've all got such wonderful components in these kits, and just having a ball with them, really. Just really enjoying making jewellery.
What has been inspiring you this week then?
Well, I've done some a crochet piece in this first kit because we're doing a crochet show next week, so that sort of inspired me with this kit. I don't know, just seeing everybody's pictures on Facebook of going on beach holidays and things like that, so that kind of thing inspires you. But yeah, quite a bit of chainmail, done a little bit of Viking knit, and yeah, just really enjoyed all three kits and inspired by what other people's creations as well. You know, you see people on the Wall of Fame, just seeing how they've worked with gemstones and that. So yeah,
it gives you different ideas, doesn't it? You've got a lot of different pieces today. Some are really cutesy and delicate. Some are quite bold and statement. I'm thinking of the beautiful draped one over there. You know, I've got one of the pieces on now, which I think, oh, actually, I've not done it up properly. It's just come up at the back. But I think it's absolutely stunning. It looks like a wishbone. What was the inspiration with this one then, please? I
knew straight away that I wanted to make something like this. A friend of mine used to have this kind of style of necklace when I was little at school, and I always loved it. I always thought it was a really beautiful piece of jewellery. So yeah, as soon as I saw these wonderful curved tubes, I knew straight away that I wanted to do some sort of wishbone bracelet. And it means a lot to some people as well, doesn't it, wishbones? So.
It does, doesn't it? It really does. It's absolutely beautiful. And if I show it to you more closely, you'll be able to see that we're actually going to be showing kind of and talking about how to work with different pieces like this in a slightly different way. But you can see how it's attached there, and it kind of flows in, doesn't it? Which I think is something that perhaps is... sometimes people wonder how to do that on the more delicate chains, don't they?
That's it. Yeah, how to work with the tubes and the sterling silver beads with, like, say, a nice delicate chain, and how to work the piece in together, and make it into a pendant that isn't just a pendant. It's sort of like a standalone piece on a chain, but it's
a built-in.
It's built
piece.
in. Yeah, it's already there. So it's just a really simple technique based on a beady bead, but we'll go through it a little bit when we do the kit. But it's a wonderful kit because it's all sterling silver.
It is. It's a bit luxurious, isn't it? Speaking of luxurious, okay, just describe the opal I've got on today, please.
It's dreamy,
isn't it?
It is absolutely. It's the best strand of opal I have ever seen, and I've got opal in my eternity ring, and that is better. Pinfire and better qualities and colours coming through.
What did you see in it when you looked at it?
Oh, pinks, greens, oranges, yellows. Just it's alive. It really is alive. There's nothing like it. It is just the most beautiful strand of opal I've ever seen when I've been here. It's just amazing.
It is honestly just phenomenal quality. Now, the recording does it a bit of justice, but honestly, when you see it in the flesh, you're going to be blown away. I told you the price of this because you said, oh, I know the kind of ish price it's going to be, but you didn't actually say what it was. What were you expecting on this genuinely when you saw it in real life?
Oh, up by the £80–90.
Yeah.
Because of the quality of it, because it is just pure quality. Every single stone has got fire in it, and usually it's a little bit like labradorite. Sometimes you'll get one that hasn't got as much that you can see. It's got more of a milky quality to it. This is just amazing. It's
vibrant as anything, isn't it? And you were, as we say, very shocked at the price point on that because it's not £90. You will be getting change back from 90 today. I've also got for you, which I'm super excited about, the absolute premiere of the premium of locations. This is one of the most kind of influential modern day sources of this gemstone. It's a gem that's been treasured for 4,000 years and more, and the quality of this is just above and beyond. Sometimes you can get emeralds that have that are filled with jardins. That's what we look for sometimes in emerald, and that's what you get in emeralds. But I tell you what, nothing like that in here. The clarity on this strand and that perfect tone and that perfect hue, oh my gosh, it could only be the #1 Colombian emerald. I can't believe that I'm bringing this to you today. I'm absolutely over the moon for it because I will be filling you in a little bit later on about the situation with this, but we're not actually able to purchase as much of this as we would have liked to this time around. So do treat yourself to that today when you get the opportunity. And of course, we've all seen the little adverts about it. We've all been crossing our fingers for it. The Peridot. Big pieces, aren't they? The vibrancy from this is really quite prolific, isn't it? You've got that big intensity of colour, and actually we were looking at it alongside your Peridot ring, and that kind of hue's the same.
Exactly the same. This is really beautiful Peridot, because not very often do we see Peridot in these larger sizes, do we? They're usually smaller sizes. But no, Peridot is one of my favourites. It's about my #3, and it's just beautiful.
I'll be asking you lots more about that later. And also, these are mammoth, aren't they?
This is your little back dress strand. This is going to be your party jewellery, this one. This is just amazing, the size of these.
Look at the amount of lustre this is giving you, ladies and gentlemen. I love the facets on these as well. You've got very angular facets, which just give it a real interest to the smoothness of these ones. And I love how when we're moving this, you're getting that kind of flashbulb effect, aren't you? Can you see that? It's phenomenal, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, I have so many treats coming up for you, I think it's safe to say, but these are going to be your 4 main star buys today. So I'm going to have the spinel. The first one actually coming up, I think, is the Peridot, isn't it? So this is one of your first kind of big star buys, coming up at around about 10 o'clock. Coming up at around about 10 o'clock for you today, those ones. I've also got your opal as well, and that amazing emerald. That emerald, again, you've seen it in the flesh.
Yeah, you'd pick it out in a lineup that it was Colombian. Out of all the emeralds that we see, you'd pick that one out as Colombian every single time, because it's so clear, it's so pure. It's just a real pure emerald.
It's the fineness of it, isn't it? The fine quality. Yeah. For me, this would be gem quality, because I'm looking at it, because obviously I understand the situation with certain emeralds and what you'll kind of look for in emeralds. And for me, this is ticking every single box that you would look for when you're looking for a gem quality gemstone. This is it. This has got it. I just think it's astonishing. I really do. All of those coming up. I mean, we've yabbed on for ages now because there's just so much coming up. I am going to bring you now the early bird, and I've got a tool for the early bird. Now, tools are something that is going to often make our lives a lot easier. It's going to save us a lot of time, and this one is definitely going to save you a lot of time and make it really easy to create these beautiful S hooks. Now, your S hooks are wonderful to work with, aren't they? Your S hooks, when you get them with this, you get your instructions. I will get it out for you later, but I just want to show you the packet first. So you get in here your tool, you get in here the rod of the mandrel, and if you see there, you get the instructions as well. This is exactly what you're going to make, and that's in actual size. So these are your S-shaped hooks. So it makes it essentially really, really easy to form these findings that you can use, you know, on a day-to-day basis, and can save you money because it saves you having to purchase your own S-shaped hooks. Now, as we talk about S-shaped hooks and just why I get this out, can you tell me why S-shaped hooks, what they're used for, why they are so important?
For me, they're my preference of choice with chainmail, because they link perfectly into either side of a chainmail weave, if you like. So for me, I always go for S hooks. With a tool like this, it means you can make them in the colour that you're making your jewellery from. So if you've made a beautiful purple necklace, say a gizmo necklace, and you want that perfect clasp to go on the back, this is wonderful because you can make that clasp, and every single one will be exactly the same. I've done a necklace before where all I've used is S clasps and linked them together with jump rings, and it makes a really beautiful necklace. So you could do a full necklace using these clasps just as the necklace chain itself. So there's lots and lots and lots that you can do with these S hooks. They're great in earrings as well. They make really nice movement to earrings, so you could just link the earring finding into the top, put your gemstone onto the bottom. So it's not just a clasp, they can be used in lots of different ways in your jewellery making.
Used in lots and lots of different manners, can't they?
Yeah, that's it. And you know, the gauges of wire, I suppose you could use, you know, you can go up to like a 1 mil wire with them usually, with these kind of finding makers.
I just think it really is just a really simple way to create a desired look. And if you look, just come with your instructions, which I'll just show you here. You know, it's great if you're a visual learner, the pictures are there, but if you know, like to read instructions, then they're there as well. You can see how easy it is. You pop the wire through that centre section, bend it down so you've got your purchase point, and then you simply, really easily, guide it around in order. It's as simple as that. And then what we have here is you have your little kind of mandrel tool here, which very simply, once you've got your wire into it, once you've got your wire in shape, you're using these to kind of push that down to give it that kind of flattened look and to secure the whole thing, to make it nice and sturdy and to make it in place. And then obviously you can pop that off and it's easy enough to do for you. So simple to work with and so simple to use. And like we say, you can buy S-shaped hooks, absolutely, but with this it's going to save you money because you don't have to buy them anymore if you don't wish to. But also with this, you are going to get that symmetry every single time. Every single time you're going to be able to do with. It's super duper easy to do. So you've got here for you your S hook form findings. Your price point today, £4.95 for a tool.
Yeah, for that price, pop it into your toolbox. You will always use it. You'll grab for it every single time. Even if you make them freehand, this, like you say, is then the uniformity is there. You can also, to work hard on them, you can hammer them afterwards and give them a completely different look. So you could hammer the centre section because there's no crossing of wires anywhere. So you can use your wire whacker or your block or your anvil to actually hammer them flat and give them a completely different look and texture. Absolutely, for that price, I'd be getting 2 because I'd have one in my travel bag and one in my workshop at home.
So that you've got one all the time. It's a great way actually of getting people who perhaps are new to jewellery making into jewellery making, because sometimes with jewellery making, if your first piece, well with any hobby, if your first piece doesn't go that well, if your first piece isn't maybe as professional as you would like it to look, it can be disheartening.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can. And clasps are, the clasp is what holds it all together as well. So if you are looking at these just for clasps and you got your first craft stall, if your clasp isn't as nice as the front of your necklace, say, or you want to do the whole thing handcrafted from start to finish, you know, this can make the difference between someone wanting to buy that piece and somebody saying, oh well, I don't like the back of the necklace if they've got short hair or the hair's up. You can always see the back of the necklace. You know, it's the difference in like maybe a sale or not can be the findings at the back, you know, and how it all connects together.
And although we're describing this as an S-shaped hook former, which it is, very easily do nice chains with this.
Really lovely
Very
chains.
easily, just by sort of closing up these sections or even linking them through those bits if you wanted. It's almost an eternity sign, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You could do like you said, that infinity, that figure of 8 infinity loop with these, yeah. So it's that's what its main predominant use would be for clasp, but you can have a little play with them when you've taken them off that little tool. Have a play at manipulating them into something else then completely different.
Yeah.
But you could use your twisted wire on this. Twisted wire hooks look beautiful as well. There's lots and lots and lots that you can do with this. It's
There's
a wonderful
lots for
tool.
you to do. So do check out those baskets, because by the looks of things, I've got a fair few in baskets at this moment in time. So please do check those out. It's a great way to open up your baskets. And don't forget, your baskets are open. So postage and packaging sorted. It's done for the day. £2.95. And yes, for the entire day. It's £2.95. And then you can order as much as you want from now on. Once your postage and packaging is paid that one time, you're free to load up your baskets up until midnight. So do treat yourself whilst you can. Speaking of treats, we're treated lovely Fleur because we are giving her a challenge. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper Fleur challenge without a few jump rings, would it, Fleur?
It wouldn't, no.
We've given you a fair few as well. Have you seen the amount you're getting?
I've literally just got them out the bag. I didn't realise that there was that many in there. Yeah, I'm very happy now.
400, did you just say, Dion? 400 jump rings. Now, how much are we going to be able to do all of with this jump rings, with this amount of jump rings?
With this amount of jump rings, you could get at least 3 bracelets and pairs of earrings. This size jump ring as well is what I recommend to anybody who's never done chainmail before, because they're a large size. You can see where the weave's going. These are absolutely perfect for anybody who's never touched chainmail but wants to have a go at it.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a couple of weaves today, which are very basic weaves as well. So again, you can work these in with the kits. All 3 kits you can add these into as well.
Absolutely.
But no, for 400, you can do a lot. You could do at least a necklace, a full suite necklace, bracelet, earrings, and still have left over.
And still have some left over. Now, these jump rings are your silver coloured jump rings, silver plated. They're 7mm in their size. So a 7mm is a workable size, isn't it? And another one great for beginners, actually.
Yeah, it is. Perfect for beginners. There's so many weaves that you can do with this size. So you can do all your European weaves with this size. You can do your Byzantine in your box, your Persian weaves. There's a lot that you can do with this size. And like I say, it's great for people who are learning, because the larger the jump ring, like when I do the demonstrations with my very large jump rings, you can see where each jump ring's going. So these are perfect. So if you just want to do a Byzantine bracelet, these will work absolutely beautifully, and you can see where each jump ring's going, because it's not that intense with all the jump rings so close together.
No,
Perfect.
absolutely. And you know, if you are starting out with something like this today, then, or maybe you've been trying out chainmail and maybe it hasn't, you had a bit of an issue, or maybe you're thinking of starting something brand new today, don't forget, first off, we've got all the things you need to get yourself on your way today. Second off, we will be having demonstrations. And third off, Fleur's here until 1. Fleur's here until 1 this afternoon, so message in. text us 60777. Start your text with the word JM Studio, or you can get in touch on JewelleryMaker.com if you want to as well, because essentially, you know, there is no small question.
No, there's
no
no silly
question too
question.
small.
Nope,
Not at all. So
no.
do feel free. Hiya Sue. What weaves would these best work for, Fleur?
So you can do all the Persian weaves. You can do the full Persian, the half Persian, 3-in-1 and 4-in-1. They're great for the large rings of your Japanese weaves, and I know we've got other jump rings coming up, so they'll work in conjunction with some other jump rings that are coming up. You can do your European weave, so you can do European 4-in-1 and 6-in-1. You can do your box and your Byzantine, your barrel weave. The list is endless with this size. It really is. It's a great size to have in your stash, and with 400 you'd be going for quite a few. You know, you get really well practiced. Also as well, silver's if you do sell your jewellery, silver's a really nice one for people that they like.
Yes.
People will always sort of like gravitate. If they don't know if somebody's a gold or a silver person, I tend to find people gravitate towards silver if they're buying for gifts.
Yes.
And especially for me with presents and that, you know, you can sort of like gauge that most people will wear silver.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of you absolutely flying in for this. Now, the keen-eyed amongst you may well have noticed I started off with around 210 of these, and simply, you know what it's like when you go to certain stores and you buy in bulk, you're able to get a better price point, aren't you? You know, than maybe if you were to just buy one or two of the items. If you bought a box of the item, then you will get a much better price. We work exactly the same when we go to you know, our sources and we go to get our treats. If we can get a decent enough quantity, then often they will drive the price down because they want to get rid of volume, obviously. We pass that on to you. You know what we're like here. We don't work on crazy margins and, you know, huge price increases at all. We like to, when we get a good deal, we pass that good deal on to you. And we have done that today because essentially, ladies and gentlemen, I started off with over 200. Our average buying amount, it changes dramatically, but our average buying amount, you know, sometimes we'll get 80 of something, 100 of something, maybe 150. So to have over 200 is a big amount for us to start with. And that means we've been able to give you a shocker of a price. You ready for this? 400 jump rings at £9.95 for you today. These are silver plated. These have got real silver over the top of them. It's not just copper that's got like a silver paint or a silver varnish on top of them. It's genuine real silver. It's not even silver flash, which of course, as we know, is less silver for you. There's loads of silver on this, lots of silver, lots of goodies on it, lots of that beautiful high-end silver on there. Just don't forget, highest RI of our precious metals. You've got real deal silver plating over the top of these, and even with that we're still able to do them at £9.95. Imagine how much silver is on this. Imagine how much silver is in this because you've got 400 of them. It's a huge amount, and Fleur, you did a very sort of mischievous smile at that price point.
Oh, I know, as when I sell my bracelets for silver plated copper, they start at 28 for the most basic of weaves, and they go up to about 35 to 40 depending on the complexity of the weave and how long it's taken me. And I know I can get at least 3 bracelets out of this, and one of those bracelets being quite a dense one, like a dragon back kind of bracelet.
Okay.
And that would be like the £40 mark. So I know what profit is in this for me. Or gift, you know, 3 gifts.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello Fleur, could you tell me please, for the bracelet, where you encase a gem, what size jump ring and gem is best? Thank you, from Lynn.
So you can do, there's 2 different types you can do. You can do the inverted round mail. So with this size for the inverted round mail, you would use about a 4mm inner diameter, 4mm ring.
Yeah.
Gemstone for the 7mm. If you're going to do a beaded box weave, you can again use about a 4mm gemstone to go inside. So these are perfect for those weaves where you pop gemstones inside them, because you need a larger ring to encase that gem. So yeah, these ones are perfect for your inverted round mail and your beaded box.
I hope that helps you, Lynn, and do feel free to message in as much as you like. Say, hey Stella, how are you? Hi Becky and Fleur. I can't wait to see Fleur's amazing and inspirational designs. I struggle to incorporate rondelles in my chainmail. Can you help?
Yeah, whether you're doing your rondelle, if you want to use rondelle rondelles. So say, for instance, if you wanted to use the spinels that are next to you, what you could do is do a section of box weave or a section of full Persian weave, which is a round type of a mail, and then pop the gemstone in between, and then run a beading thread all the way through the middle, and then carry on gemstoning. Put your spinel onto a double-ended wrap loop.
Yeah.
And then you can then just carry on chainmail. So you chainmail to the rondelle and then away from it. You can also, like we've just said about the inverted round mail with the gemstones inside, rondelles work perfectly because they sit flat within.
Got you. Thank you so much for telling us that. Do keep those messages coming in. We're going to answer as many as we possibly can for you today. So do treat yourself. Got loads of those in baskets, so please do check out. Now, we aren't just giving jump rings for the challenge. Did you know that, Fleur?
Yeah.
All right, good. Just checking. We've also got for you some gemstones. Now, gemstones are something that people like to incorporate in chainmail. Why do you think that is?
It gives them more colour, so you can add like a charm style elements to your bracelets or necklaces or earrings. You can also make even if you just wanted to like do a gemstone beaded bracelet and pop the jump rings in between to incorporate, you know, your jump rings there just flat as spaces. But I like to use gemstones because I think it personalises your jewellery, because if not, if you did 5 Byzantine bracelets, that's 5 people that can have exactly the same bracelet, whereas if you put gemstones in there, it gives them a bit of pop of colour. It's more appealing, especially if you're like a magpie like me and you like colour, you know, you'll go straight for the one that's got the colour there. Because our gemstones are very traditional in their colours, we do the rose gold, the gold and the silver. We can add the colour in with our beautiful gemstones. Fab.
It's a great way of kind of adding a bit more difference and a bit more of something unique and individual. You've got absolutely loads of gems in here, you really do. You've got around about 200 carats worth, and these, I will get a couple out for you, but please forgive me if I don't take them all out. I don't think Cass will really appreciate me doing that. I have got for you 3 different shades here. So you're in between that kind of pink to fuchsia to purple colour. In fact, you've got some of my my new painted wall colour in there actually. You've got these beautiful, perfect rounds. These are a 4 mil approximately, so workable for us. And you've got, if you see, really decent sized drill hole in there, which is beautiful. It's because it is your wonderful quartz that we've got here, so it's quite a nice strong gem that can tend to take quite a decent sized drill hole. Now, when you've got this many different colours, you're really opening you up to availability. I love the idea of these in kumihimo. Imagine kumihimoing with these and graduating that colour down and around. I think with pieces like this, because you're getting so much in here, I think with pieces like this, what you're going to be doing actually is you're going to be working with a vast amount of goodies and treats. In fact, Fleur, I'm going to give this sample to you. Can I have a bead box just so I can show exactly, because I really do just want to tip them out. I'll be honest, and you're going to be using them anyway, so Cass doesn't have to tidy up. So I am a happy bunny. Let me lift it so you can see a little bit. Look at how many you're getting. Now that is about a strand's worth there, if you can see that. That's about a strand's worth there, isn't it? Oh, look at the actual amount you are getting there. And as you can see, yeah, I really tried to get this kind of, you know, urban landscape scene as well. But look at the amount you're getting. That is a mammoth amount, isn't it? Absolutely huge amount you're getting in here. Because, you know, you have got way more than a strand's worth, haven't you? Way more.
I'm sure it was Sarah Elvin that actually threaded them all up and did strands of them, and I'm sure she got at least, well, definitely over, I'm sure she got 3, it was 1 in each colour she got worth out of each one, but there's a picture on her guest design, the Facebook page, if you want to see, but you get tons, don't you? Yeah, so let's play it down and say it is 3 strands worth, shall we? Well, we know £6.95, usually the cost of the lowest price cost we can go to on a singular strand. However, don't forget, these are 4 mil, so more workmanship, so often for your smaller gems, you're looking more towards actually the £8.95 per strand, aren't you, for your 4 mils, because there is more craftsmanship there.
So realistically, for 3 of these strands, let's round it up. Let's say it's £8.95. So for 3 of these strands, it's going to be around about £27 usually. You'd imagine, wouldn't you? Not today. Ignore that price. This is the first time it's been seen by itself on the morning show. Never been seen by itself on the morning show before. Add some of the most popular colours now to your collection at £6.95. We've given you essentially kind of 3, 4, maybe even 4 strands worth of genuine gemstones, of real deal genuine gemstones in a 4mm round, which are workable for you, but actually really hard to create. And we have got to you today the equivalent of essentially 3 strands for the price of 1 strand. That is just phenomenal. You've got lots of different colours in here. These are some of the Pantone colours, and in fact myself and my team have got a Pantone show coming up for you relatively recently. I'm not sure if we've settled on a date yet exactly, but we'll keep you posted on that. But you've got some of the Pantone colours in here. That, don't forget, the Pantone colours is changing around September. You've got the fall colours coming in, and these are some of the colours that are prevalent within that. This is some of the most popular colours that you're going to be imagining to see in kind of the homeware, in the clotheswear department. And that for £6.95 is phenomenal.
Well, usually when you'd buy one strand for £6.95 that's graduated in colour, you only get a certain amount of each colour.
Of course you do, a tiny
With this,
bit, really.
You've got a strand's worth of each colour.
Of each one?
You know, say, equivalent to a strand's worth in each colour.
Yeah.
That's amazing for that price. And you've got your storage pot as well. So,
yeah.
Which keep them all nice and neat and tidy, and doesn't take a lot of room up in your craft room or in your craft box, wherever you keep all your gemstones. That's for a gift as well. For someone starting out, you get them this tube with a threading pack and a findings pack, and they're away, aren't they? You know,
yeah.
Just a basic toolkit, and you can start making jewellery.
Absolutely, you can. Look
great
at the amount, because you know I've got out there a full scoop, and look, it hardly takes up any space at all, and it's really relaxing. Those are begging to be kumihimoed. That's a verb, right? Sure it is. Sure it is. These. Yeah, you're right. I think a kumihimo with these would be phenomenal. Graduating in colour on a kumihimo.
Or crocheted. Crocheted.
Oh, crocheted. Do you know what? I don't think it's ever too early to speak about crochet.
No.
We've already rapided on about crochet loads this morning. You're right, or crocheted. Astonishing. Yeah. So you should be able to enclose a 4mm bead in 7mm jump ring. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So you can do the two, definitely do the inverted round mail, and that's what I'm going to be hopefully making if I've got enough time to complete the full bracelet. I'm going to do that bracelet for you for my challenge.
Brilliant. So hopefully we'll be showing you that piece later on with these, so you can encase them.
Yep.
With those 7mm jump rings you've all just bought. So well done, absolutely everybody. I'm going to hand these across to you, if I may, you lovely lady.
Thank you.
So you can get started.
Thank you very much.
Apart from the inverted round mail, other ideas?
I'm going to try and get done something like a European 6-in-1, which is a real dense weave for this size jump ring, and it's one that people can do because they've done the European 4-in-1. We did it on Monday, so maybe with some charms, some beautiful beads. There's charms and these gorgeous dark purples. Now I see all the colours, they're gorgeous. And some earrings.
Lovely.
I'll see how much I can get done because it's opening and closing all the jump rings.
Of course
to start
it is.
with.
Yeah,
takes
so I
the
better
time.
let you get on, I suppose, hasn't I? Well done to everyone who's getting all of those. It's lovely to see you. Hello, Ellen and Kathleen and Nicola and Wendy's in with us today. It's always lovely to see you, Wendy. Hello, Clifford and Elizabeth, as well as Viv and all the rest of you. So nice to see you. Sorry, I heard table, I didn't hear number. There we go. Oh, hello, Shane. I feel like... Oh, someone messaged in about the opal. Sorry, I forgot to say. 10 metres worth of chain here. Someone said about the opal earlier on. And someone messaged saying, what time is it on? I'm so excited. It's coming on in about an hour and 49 minutes. Approximately. Is it? What? No. Yeah, I said approximately an hour and 49 minutes. Dion says 2 hours. Let's meet somewhere in the middle. An hour and 53. It's coming up for you so soon. I'm absolutely in love. Like, seriously in love. Oh my gosh. You almost got, opal. You almost got that then, the eye. Oh. Yeah, it's a type of opalescence. It's beautiful, that. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I've got this beautiful chain here for you now. Coming up really soon. You don't want to miss that, please. It's not £90, like Fleur guessed. I promise. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. It is going to be less than £85. Promise. For that opal. Less than £85. I've got for you here your beautiful silver plated curb chain. It is just wonderful to work with because this chain has got those twisted links. So if you imagine an oval has been slightly twisted and then it's got a little nook in it, and that means that it rests so beautifully. Now because of that, it means that the movement to this and the articulation is defined. It means that you don't get that stiffness, that rawness, that edge. It means you get this beautiful fluidity. Don't get me wrong, sometimes we want that kind of edge to your chain for different designs, but if you're going to be using this as, say, a neckline piece or as a necklace piece or a bracelet, then more than likely you're going to want that movement to it, because as you can see here, it drapes so beautifully, and that is something that gives a very feminine edge. That is something that is going to drape along your décolletage, that's really going to highlight that collarbone area and really give a touch of femininity. Now, when we're dealing with our chain, one thing I always like to say is about the quality of our chain. I worked with chain for quite a bit with my paper crafting, but I have to say that our chain is absolutely phenomenal quality, all the ones that I've bought previously. It's super strong, as you can see. I've literally had chains that I can do that to, and jump rings opened or pulled apart or whatever. These aren't, because these are continuous links, and sometimes with a continuous link one as well, you'll find that when you do this, for each link it sticks. Have you ever seen that before? So with this you get super duper strength, you get really high shine because again it's real silver over the top, and you get 10 meters worth. So it's going to go and go and go and go and go and go and go, and it's going to go and go and go and go and go and go and go again, because not only have you got the length but also you've got that durability, so it's going to last. And let's face it, we don't really want to buy something that's not going to last, do we? This is going to last. It's going to last you a long time. Your price point today, just £9.95 for you today, working out less than £1 a metre for real silver plated chain for you today. This is the real deal, beautiful chain for you today. It is just astonishing. We know the necklace I'm wearing. This is hello. Enough teasing, please can we see the necklace that you're wearing, Becky? It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's like a wishbone, isn't it? This is coming up in one of your kits later on. It's coming up in the silver coloured kit that we've got later on. It's beautiful, isn't it? Really pretty, and you get all of these little additions. I just think it's phenomenal. It's really nice, isn't it? That's coming up for you very soon. Thank you, Claire. Hello, Edwina. Morning. Any chance of having a quick look at the black spinel? Thank you. Only for you. Only for you, Edwina. No problem at all. 10:30, this one. Get ready for sparkle and shine. That's phenomenal, isn't it? Hi, Hazel. Hi, ladies. How much would I charge for a European 4-in-1 bracelet? Oh, I don't know what that next word said. Firstly, in silver plated, and then in sterling silver, please, Fleur. Many thanks in advance. Good question.
So, with my European 4-in-1 Hazel, when I buy the jump rings from here, which I don't buy from anywhere else anymore, they're so perfectly closed when you get them out the bag, it brings down the amount of time to make a piece. So because you're using closed jump rings and open jump rings, I can get a European 4-in-1 bracelet done in about half an hour.
Yeah.
So for me, that's about a £30 bracelet in silver plated. It's about £60 in sterling silver, because there's a lot of jump rings that go into it. So you have to take into consideration the time and obviously, it's like everything, like, you know, the time, the materials, but as well with chainmail, if you have to open and close junk rings from somewhere else, say they weren't closed properly when you get them out, you can double that time. So that means you have to increase. So the profit margin in our junk rings is a lot higher than other places because they're so perfectly closed. Yeah, so about £30 for your silver plated and about £60, depending on where you're selling, between 50 and 60 for your sterling silver.
I hope that helped you. Do keep those messages coming in. 60777, start your text with the word JM Studio. Only 30 of this chain left for you today, and that spinel coming up in around about 40 something minutes. So do stay exactly where you are. 27 left. Oh, my lucky number. That opal's coming up really soon. Your peridot's in today, don't forget. And I've got Colombian emerald. I mean, we're just treating you today. And why not? It's a Sunday. I want to head over to Fleur if that's okay. Because I want to have a good old nosy. I should bring these too. I want to have a really good old nosy exactly what you have been making. And you've made absolutely
There's the other one as well.
Yeah, there is.
There's the chrome dioxide one as well.
We'll show these and then I'll casually nip off and grab it and no one will notice.
That's it, and I've just really
you have
like highlighted the fact that there's another one as well.
Yeah, you have.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter, Fleur.
I'm just an amateur, I'm sorry.
I've got for you here a massive amount of treats, and you've made loads. You've made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 9 pieces. So you've made a huge amount, haven't you?
Yeah, and I still had shells left as well, so I still had elements left and one of these beautiful little buttons left as well. So tons I made with it.
I love that kind of dream catcher you've got there.
I wanted them because the wire is so beautiful, the 0.25. It just creates, like you said, that lovely dream catchery look. And it started off, I wanted to make a proper star within there, but then I just carried on adding to it, and then I added the stars onto it, and it just worked perfectly. And I just thought, that's really lovely. I'd love to make a large one for the window.
That'd be
in that kind of style.
And that'd be fine to do so because obviously you've got the submetallic gem, so it'd be lovely to do that. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, where did that one come from? I love that. The quality of that dioxide is absolutely above and beyond, isn't it?
Do you know, I made 3 pieces of that chrome dioxide, and every single time I thought, no, because I'm taking away the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And in the end, I restranded it all and then popped it on that chain because it just is such a standalone, amazing colour.
The quality of that chrome dioxide is absolutely above and beyond. I mean, the vibrancy of the colour is that type you want to look for. It is the look that you really want to go for. Don't forget, you know, there are companies, GIA in particular, which is the Gemological Institute of America. The GIA are thinking, it has been whispered about, of coming up with a proper, real grading system for the colour of your chrome dioxide that is similar to that of the tanzanite grading. And we know that, you know, not all gemstones have this grading system, but we know the likes of tanzanite, because of how kind of it's just taken the world by storm essentially, for them to have that grading system really does go show you the prestige and the kind of the relevance of that gemstone in the world. The fact that chrome dioxide is thinking of, you know, having a similar type of grading system goes to show you that this gemstone more than likely just going to go from strength to strength in the market. So it's a great time to buy it if you possibly can. I've also got for you in there those stars that we have had a little look at in that dream catcher. It's just really delicate.
They are, but they're so high impact, aren't they?
Yeah.
So high impact.
These are perfect for your wish bracelets, aren't they?
Absolutely perfect for wish bracelets. If this was my kit that I had at home to make jewellery from to sell, this strand would just be pure wish bracelets.
Yeah,
that's all I
just
do.
wish bracelets all the time. When we talk about wish bracelet, we're talking about, you know, if you have a little look at them online, but essentially they're around sort of £5-6 a pop, aren't they?
Yeah, because you've got a bracelet and a card, so they're like a gift and a card in one.
Yeah. So depending on the gemstones, you can be charging more than that, of course.
Definitely.
But these are perfect for it. Those are 5mm, just to let you know, and it's on that gorgeous crochet piece. I've then got these shell, which I just think are so cute. How are they to work with?
They're wonderful. When I first got them out of the packet, I thought, oh, they're such lovely shapes, and then I turned them over and I realised that they were carved as well. And then the workmanship that's gone into those, just to carve them, and they are beautiful. And if they do turn over in a piece, they've got as much lustre on the back as they have on the front as well.
Yeah.
So even the back, it's just still got that beautiful pearlescent all the way over them.
And that's the thing, you can actually use them in 2 different ways.
Yes, yeah.
So you could use them, because that is obviously a shell, but actually when you look at the back of them, you know, it could easily be oh, what's it? A club, couldn't it? A club, or even kind of a something quite industrial.
Yeah, they could be flowers.
Flowers.
That's flower petals. They could put 5 together and they make lovely flower petals.
So you could do loads of them, can't you?
Yeah, they're very versatile.
Really versatile. Big strand of those as well. Something I personally have not seen before in those beautiful shell carved fans. 10 mil on those ones. And then last but by no means least, the colours on this are fantastic, aren't they? You have got here a big amount. What's my carat weight on this strand? Dug, 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 dug. Where is it? What's my carat weight on this? I can't see it. I'll find out for you in a second what it is. But what you've got here essentially is you've got this story of colour that's bursting along. 80 carats with it is on these 6 mils. You're getting this kind of burst of colour, which of course we expect from agate, but I think when you get it in this mottled and banded look, it gives you more bang for your buck. That for me, a truly unisex strand.
Yeah, completely. So you take all the greys and the whites out, and you've got like great gents jewellery. The blues in there are just stunning. They're so vibrant. They've got the teals in there. They've got, like you said, like the my challenge, you've got a lot of different colours in there, so you can use it in a lot of different ways.
It's really phenomenal.
It is.
I said last but by no means least, and what I actually meant was on strands. I've even got more gemstones. I've got buttons in the Adventurine, which, if I can just show the back of this crochet piece, you can see we've used it here as that, as a button, as a clasp for your pieces.
Yeah, so they're great for clasps. Really lovely for clasps.
Yeah.
And you can have that at the front of a clasp or at the back, and it works equally as well on beading thread as it does on the wire as well, because I used one on beading thread just to make sure it stayed where it was supposed to, and it did.
5 of them you get as well, so loads for you to work with there. And then I've got all your added extras, including things like your 0.8 wire, great for making your own jump rings with if you wish. I've also got in here the 0.25 as well, 15 metres worth on that. And then all of these jump rings, there's absolutely loads of jump rings there. You have got gold jump rings, and you've got your silver, your golden colour, hang on. Your golden colour, you've got 200, and there are 5 mil outer diameter. You've then got the silvers as well, so you've got the 6 mil, 200 of those, and the 7 mil, 100 of those. And the 7 mil ones have got that beautiful, you're a gem, mind you, do you? Beautiful brush detail. Can you see that? Really nice brush detail to them. It gives a different look, doesn't it?
Completely different look, and because these are closed as well, you can use them in all your weaves that you add a closed jump ring to. So we were just talking about European 4-in-1. These could be perfect for that. I love these. Absolutely love these jump rings because they give a real different look.
Gives a totally different look. So you've got 500 jump rings in total, massive amount there. You get 0.8 and your 0.25, so you're getting 25 metres worth in total. You get these beautiful buttons, 5 of the Adventurine, a gorgeous strand of unisex agate, a really wonderfully hand-carved double-sided shell. You get those beautiful high shine stars, and you get possibly the next up-and-coming thing in the gemstone world with your chrome dioxide. Your price point today should have been over £60, ladies and gentlemen. It's £34.95 for you say. This should have been way over £60. Huge over £60. But no, it's £34.95. 500 jump rings and the chrome dioxide. With that wire alone, you'd expect for that price, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Hello, lovely Hazel. I'm completely flummoxed as to how JewelleryMaker can go so low on their prices. That's the reason why I've been buying from here since the day one, 5.5 years ago. Oh, Hazel, thank you so much for that, you wonderful lady. It's astonishing, and I love, I love that you still get surprised by it. You still get amazed by price points like this, and it's true.
It is.
The prices are astonishing.
It is. And when I think it was Hazel that asked about the price of the European 4-in-1 bracelet. I've done a European 4-in-1 in the 5mm gold, and that would be on my website or on my craft store for £30. So for £4.95, I know that the rest, and the 0.8 wire, all I've used is what's been used in the Viking knit.
Yeah.
So I've still got elements left over. I've still got a button left over that I can make another clasp out of. It's just amazing price.
It's phenomenal, isn't it? And that's using the 0.8 there, so just wonderful. Now, lovely, oh hello, so a great bundle of goodies. Amazing creations, Fleur.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
They are phenomenal, aren't they? Genuinely, I'm absolutely flummoxed by that. You're saving yourself, how much in total approximately? About £26, about just under £26 saving. That's phenomenal, isn't it?
It is. If you just take the two pure chainmail bracelets that are there, like we've just said, the European 4-in-1 would be £30. The beaded Byzantine one would be £35. So just out of those two pieces, I know.
Done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
Absolutely.
I could keep the rest for my own jewellery if I wanted, for my own little collection.
And you know what I was thinking as well, because chrome dioxide is so beautiful and so high end, how great is it going to look with that Colombian emerald?
Yeah, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yes.
If I bought this kit, the rest would be for sale, but that chrome dioxide would be mine.
Yes.
I would not sell that at all.
No, you wouldn't part with it.
It is so stunning.
It is phenomenal. Now, Fleur, we better get started.
Yep.
Which one are we going to be learning today?
We're just going to do, I was so inspired when I saw the little shells or fans that I wanted to do the scallop bracelet. So just this little bracelet here. It's very, very simple. It's one for beginners to try. It's lovely, lovely, just really nice. And I've put lots of shells on there, but you don't have to. You can put, you know, just a few in the middle. But it's very simple to construct. So like I say, great for beginners if you've never tried chainmail. It's a great way of just learning to open and close your jump rings and to start.
Okay.
So we're going to take one of our open jump rings, of our 6mm jump rings, and all we're going to do is we're going to add on 4 of our 7mm closed jump rings. And we're going to close that jump ring up. So now I've got one of my jump rings with 4 already on. I take my next open jump ring and I'm going to add on another 4 jump rings. 4. And then what I need to do then is to link these two together, is to go through the very last one on my first set. So I've got my first set here and my second set here. I go through the very last jump ring on the very first set.
Yeah.
And close. So now what I have is, if I start to open it out a little bit, I start to have my 3 that are just hanging down there. You see there the 3 there?
I see, yeah,
Ignore
yeah.
the 2 because the 2 and the clasp, that's just it. It's very difficult to get 6 jump rings onto the 6mm jump ring, so for the last 2 you always have just the 2 on the bottom.
Okay.
So I'll just add another one on there. So take my open jump ring. Now when you open these jump rings, you have to open them slightly wider because you do need to get quite a few jump rings onto here.
Okay.
3, 4, and you carry on all the way along in the same vein. So you have your 4 on your jump ring open, you go to your very last one on your chain and just link that one in as well and close. And you can do this all the way along for the length of your bracelet. When you get to the end, you just add 2 on the end. Now, what we were doing about the S-clasps earlier, the S-clasp is perfect. I've used an S-clasp on this bracelet as well. The S-clasp is perfect because it just merges into the design. You can't see where the start and finish is, and you can also then, if it's a little bit too big for somebody with the S-clasp, you can hook it into a jump ring further along the chain,
so it can be adjustable.
It can be adjustable, whereas you couldn't if you put a toggle clasp onto there.
No.
And then all you're going to do is simply wire, just put a wrap loop onto the middle jump ring of each one with your chosen shell, or if you wanted to put a star on there or alternate them, you could do anything you want. So you're just going to, because these are closed, you have to wrap your loop actually onto the jump ring.
Onto the jump ring,
yeah. So it can be a little bit fiddly but once you've got the hang of it, if you do one on every single one, you've got the hang of it by the end.
Yes.
It's one of those ones. But no, it's a really lovely bracelet, and we call it the scalloped edge, and it was just perfect for the little shells that are in there.
It's perfect for it, isn't it? And don't forget, we do still have some of those S-class makers left, I think. No, we don't. Sorry, just messing.
I wanted one of them.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Never mind.
I have got for you coming up so many more treats, but right here, right now, we want to see what you've been making at home. So we're going to head over to the Wall of Fame. Hello everybody, we're over here at the Wall of Fame. Now this is where you send in your makes and some of you get to win a prize. We're going to start off with lovely Fleur.
Okay, I've got number 435. It's a very beach-inspired design, beautiful. This is from Nicola. It says, here is this week's entry to the Wall of Fame. Is it summer? It doesn't feel much like it here in rainy Wales, but I hope this necklace reminds you of holidays and the beach, made from various shells and charms and zari rope. And that's keep up the inside sunshine. Lots of love from Nick. That would remind you of your beautiful beach holiday, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Absolutely would. Gorgeous design. And your number 435.
Good luck to you. Wow, this is a bit beautiful, isn't it? 438 belongs to Siobhan. Hi everyone at JewelleryMaker Studio. Attached is the Wall of Fame. I got this green marcasite plain round in a clearance. Found a gold spacer bead kit and enhanced the jewel tone to the marcasite. My chain and findings are JM gold plated 925. I made an attempt at basic chainmail. However, it isn't the best. I'm interested in improving, so I do hope that the designers think I have potential. I watch the show when I get a chance to learn something new. Kind regards to JewelleryMaker staff and other WOF entries. Thank you, Siobhan, for sending that
beautiful.
in. Well, perfect.
Stunning.
We've got some tips here.
Absolutely stunning. Really beautiful. Your closures are absolutely perfect. I can't see any difference in those closures at all. So you've got seamless closures, which makes beautiful chainmail. Definitely keep up with it.
Yeah, definitely. It's just practice makes perfect, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It is.
You're up.
Okay, I've got number 436, and this is a stunning heirloom collection. And this is from Shirley. It says, hi all at JM, please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame. It's a simple pearl and sapphire necklace, bracelets and earrings with sterling silver findings, all from JM of course. I made it for my sister's birthday, which is next month. I'm sure she will like them and I hope you do too. I'm trying to sit on my hands at the moment, unfortunately it's not working, but would love a win, but wish my fellow waffers good luck in the draw also. And that's from Shirley in County Durham. Oh Shirley, I wish I was your sister and get that. That is amazing.
It's such an amazing
that
gift.
That is an amazing gift.
Thank you for sending
wonderful.
that one in. 439's here, and this one is just wow, I love metalwork. Hi JewelleryMaker, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame. I'm totally inspired by Gemma Crow's designs. Love, love, love her work. I've hammered the texture, I hammered and textured 2mm aluminium wire and coiled and straightened to create the design which sits on the climbing cord. Absolutely loving the medium to work with. All from JewelleryMaker. Good luck to all, and that is from Susan in Bromsgrove. Susan, thank you for sending that in. I love the aluminium wire. It's unlike anything else to work with, is it? I absolutely adore it.
It's like a gallery piece, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
it
a piece that you'd see in a gallery.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Thank you for sending that in.
It's amazing.
439.
Amazing, amazing wire work. 437, and this is from Jackie. And it says, good morning all, not entered for a few weeks. My entry for this week is a commission piece, a wire wrap pendant using purple agate and copper wire, all from JewelleryMaker. My customer was so pleased with it. Hope it's good enough for the wall, and good luck to all in the draw. And that's from Jackie. It certainly is, Jackie. It's beautiful, stunning. I love the way you've not covered the stone, but you've shown the wire work to its best,
really,
and the stone. Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you for sending those in. Okie pokey, we've been waiting for this for a fair few days now, haven't we? It is my sensational Peridot. This, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up with you in minutes, and if you want to find out more about Peridot, stay tuned because there's a little bit of info in this break.
Come and join JewelleryMaker on Saturday the 29th of August for our slumber party. Stay wrapped up, get cosy in your PJs and chill out whilst watching Ali and guest designer Sheila for our fun-filled morning show.
Join Mark Smith as he introduces you to the incredible world of macrame. In this DVD, Mark guides you along step by step into all the techniques you will need to get started for some fabulous new designs. This includes the tools of the trade, getting started, incorporating beads, finishing touches, and finally learn how to create the beautiful goddess bracelet. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live, View all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Peridot is a member of the olivine family. This spring green gemstone is also the birthstone for August. It's a really interesting gemstone in the fact that when the light rays are split between this gemstone, you can see the resulting effect by eye. You often see doubling of back facets within this gemstone due to the high birefringence. One identifying feature of this gemstone is it often contains chromite inclusions. These chromite inclusions interfere with the structure of the gemstone and create wonderful lily pad inclusions within the stone itself.
The wait is over, ladies and gentlemen. We have been waiting and waiting for this. We found out that we were getting this around about a week ago. We knew that it was coming in. Obviously, we put our order in for this. Usually, we'll be ordering things around about the 6 months period, but actually, because of this one, because of the quality of this, because of the type of it, because of how much we wanted to get, because of the size of it, because of that kind of provocative vivality, that kind of beautiful glow to it, we wanted to get this ordered and we needed to get our hands on it big time in advance. We found that we were definitely going to be getting this around about a week and a half ago now, but actually we've been trying to get our hands on this for months. Sometimes it will take us around about 6 months to treat ourselves to a peridot, but actually, you know, now and again we get something of this standard, of this quality, and it will take a lot longer. This order has been 9 months in the making, around about 9 months in the making, just under that. For us to get our hands on this peridot in particular, we wanted to finally be able to bring to you the type of quality that you can really catch the eye of. We finally wanted to give you the opportunity to bring you something of such astonishing glow and magnitude that actually you can say that this is the peridot and this is one of the highest qualities, the highest, most beautiful pieces you've maybe managed to get your hands on ever before. And the fact of the matter is you've got that huge sizing to these. A lot of the time in our peridots we'll be looking around the kind of 4mm sizes, won't we? But actually today it's nowhere near that. We're way over that. You're around about 6mm perfect round on these, and they've got, because of that big sizing to them, you've got that internal glow, you've got that beautiful kind of effect to these. It is one of the most pleochrismic gems in the world, meaning that it gives you a dash of colour throughout. But also another thing that is just so eye-catching about this is because of its size and because of the quality that this is, the light is captivated internally. Sometimes it's referred to as life of a gem. Sometimes it's referred to as internal luster. We like to refer to it as brilliance here. It's something that we recognise, something that we know. Brilliance essentially is when you get the light that kind of traps inside this and kind of gets to span out. Now, you can't see this now, and it's purely because of the angles of the light. But what I can see is as the light is hitting through this, I'm getting an internal glow. But actually, no, it's difficult for you to see. You're actually getting this beautiful glow on the hand underneath as well. I wonder if I lift it slightly. You're getting this sensational glow that just bands through that entire gemstone, which is just, you can sort of see it there, can't you? Which is just so captivating. It really, really is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this peridot is an eye-catching treat. This peridot is a big, big, beautiful, literally, you know, it's glowing, isn't it, essentially, because it's got that light captivated inside it. This is a really beautiful high-end peridot. We know that Fleur loves and adores peridot, and we're going to ask her more about her passion and her love for it very shortly. But what I want to say to you now is this has been 9 months approximately in the making. You've got that brilliance, you've got that integrity of the name. This is peridot. It's something we recognise, something we know, something that is, you know, profound within the gemstone world. But also what you've got here is something that, because it's been 9 months in the making, can I promise you that we're going to have something like this coming up, you know, in 3-4 months time? More than likely not. Can I promise you we'll have anything coming up like this in 6 months time? Probably not. Yes, okay, this is going extremely well. People are coming in. Your names run off my screen pretty much instantly. We had people coming in and diving in for this instantly, straight away. You were all there, you were ready for it, you were ready to pounce on something unique and individual. But the fact of the matter is, with this amount of people coming through, if this is to be a sellout today, which we imagine it will be because you've all been waiting for it and it's something so special, effectively, because just to let you know, I've actually only got less than 40 available now. I've got about 39 available, so this is gonna fall out. This is gonna go completely out the door. But what I will say to you is, when we've got this many people coming in showing this much interest, then yes, we probably will try to reorder this. But you have to bear in mind that if you can't get it today, that could be another 9-month wait. And don't get me wrong, a 9-month wait might be absolutely fine for you. But it might also be one of those things that when it does hit around Christmas, you're thinking, I wish I'd have ordered that. I wish I'd have gotten my hands on that peridot because, you know, my best friend or my loved one or whatever would look sensational with that peridot draped around their neck, or I could just imagine their face lighting up as I saw if I'd have given that to them. Don't forget, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can absolutely send it back if you want to. But what I would say to you is that if you do want, and you even think there's the inkling that you want it today, get it today, because this has been just under 9 months in the making to get here in the process. If you have to wait another 9 months, it's going to be worth the wait, I'm sure, but it's going to be a long feeling wait, isn't it? This is your peridot. It's one of the most eye-catching and striking we've ever had here at JewelleryMaker. 9 months in the making, and still we've been able to bring it to you at this amazing price point. For all of that glow, for all of that intensity, for those big, huge, bold sizes, and they are, aren't they? A lot of the time, we'll see peridot that's around about kind of, you know, your 4mm, won't we? This is 6mm perfect rounds. I've seen some recently that have been around the sort of 3x4. This is an astonishing, astonishing big, bold piece that we've been waiting and waiting and waiting for. Your names are just about to go off my screen for a second time. I'm just heading into my last chance saloon now, so you've got to come and get these whilst you can, because genuinely, last chance saloon, that means 30 or less on these. I'm now into that kind of pot, which means that the few people who've managed to own today, and can I just say straight away thank you to Catherine, and well done to Julie and Amanda and David who came in and got these, and Shirley and Stella. In fact, 2 Stellas came in and bought this, one from Somerset, one from Berkshire, Diana who came in, and Sandra and Mary and Betty, and all of the rest of you. Your names who, like I say, have gone off my screen for another time now, so I can't say hello to you all, but well done to everybody, and do really, really look forward to getting this home and get forward to fall in love with this. And do please think about those people who are going to miss out on this, please, because there will be people. Now, Fleur, I know that peridot is one of your favourites, and you always wear peridot, actually.
Always wear peridot.
Why do you love peridot so much, please?
I love the colour. I think it's so vibrant, but I'm also very superstitious, and peridot is deemed to be one of the luckiest gemstones.
Yeah.
So that's why it's very eye-catching. That's not the only reason why I wear it, but it's very eye-catching. It goes with every single gemstone that you will buy. If that's a zesty citrine or the black spinel or the opal, it's like a chameleon. It just goes, and because we do see so many different greens, this green goes with everything. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Amazing gemstone.
It is astonishing, isn't it? I think as a gemstone, peridot is just filled with interest, isn't it? It's such a unique colour.
Yeah, it is.
Don't forget, you know, the hue itself is really individual. The hue itself is really different. But you can get kind of a really mix of different hues within there. You can get different mix of different kind of elements that are added to it. Well done to everybody who's got their hands on this. I am now low in stock, so well done to every single one of you who's got this. I need to let you know that I have got that black spinel coming up in around about 19 minutes. And what I've got is something that I think goes really nicely with the peridot myself. I personally like a juxtaposition between a plain and a faceted, and in particular ones that give this catwalk look. Also, how astonishing, and the fact of the matter is, when you've got a quality of peridot like this, you can feel fine to actually pair it with an emerald. How amazing would that go with the Colombian emerald? Oh, don't you think, Fleur?
Oh, that's a match made in heaven.
Isn't it?
That's a Bobby Dazzler of a pair.
Oh, aye.
It's a proper Bobby Dazzler.
It's a Bobby Dazzler, that. You're right. Look at it. Oh, that is just a glamorous pairing. That Colombian emerald coming up shortly, and don't forget my best friend Opal's out in force very soon as well. Well done everyone on that peridot. Good work. Going to bring you some jump rings now, because let's face it, you've just got your hands on something very, very unique and individual with that peridot, and now we're going to give you something that can stand up the prestige of that. 9mm jump rings, but yes, they are real deal gold plated silver. It is just a phenomenal big amount of precious metal we've got here. Now, Fleur, can you just talk to us a little bit about a 9mm in general, please?
Yeah, so if you're wanting to use these for chainmail, they're very, very versatile. They're great for the large rings in your helm weave, say. You can do a weave called a double cloud cover that we've done once before, which only takes 12 jump rings to make a section of it. You can use your tau flower. They're very, very because they're large, and because these are the 925 with sterlings with the gold over the top, you want to use them sparingly. So you want to use just a small section of chainmail to show off. So what I would probably do, if I bought the peridot, I would make a chainmail pendant, say. Okay. Even if it's just one ring, just to hang one ring on a chain and then a peridot underneath. You know, you could do something as simple as that, because they're so high end. They speak for themselves.
They really do. They're good catch, aren't they?
Something like the tau flower, you need 19 to create a tau flower. So you've got the one left over to hang it with. So perfect. I mean, something like that. It's a lot of work that goes into it for 19 jump rings, and they're worth a lot of money if you are going to sell them, because of the prestige of the metal.
Yeah, and the gram weight as well. You've got almost 4 grams here. And the letter that's missing, if you're watching on TV, is S for super. F for Foxtrot. JRR. F for Foxtrot. 40. JRR. Who was that? JR.
Tolkien.
Oh no, I'm thinking of JR. The one off of the old Yellow Pages advert.
Yes.
Do you remember that? The old Yellow Pages advert?
And he's trying to find the fishing book.
Hartley. Yes.
J.R. Hartley, yeah, he's trying to find the old fishing book, fly fishing.
Yeah, brilliant, that advert.
It was brilliant.
Isn't it weird how adverts stick in your own? That's years old.
We had a Christmas helpline up in Yorkshire, and it had like a little jingle with the phone number. It must have been in the 80s, and I can still know the phone number off by heart.
That is so odd, isn't it? It's like Okie Doke. Yeah. Remember Okie Doke? I still know the theme tune to that. I think I was about 4 when I was watching that. Do you remember it, Cass? Yeah. Oh, I've just found a newfound love for you yet again, Cass. Astonishing. Loads of you coming in for this because it's £7.95 for you today. I'm just packing up some of these so I can show you all around one. It is a big amount we're getting here, 4 grams worth approximately. The letter missing is F for Foxtrot, $7.95 for all of them, and as you can see, you get absolutely loads in there. So well done to everybody. Big amount to give you a really big, bold look today. Got for you now some more gold. These are slightly daintier though. These are a much smaller size. They're 5mm for you, these ones. Don't forget that is outer diameter. So we've got for you a big high shine glow on these ones, and it is genuine real deal gold. What are we going to be doing with the 5mm, please, Fleur?
So with the 5mm you can use them in the scallop bracelet. So the 2 that we've just done, the large 9mm and these ones, you can make the scallop bracelet in precious metal that we did in the first demonstration. You could do a European 4-in-1. You can also do the Byzantine with these ones because they're made on a very, very slightly thinner wire. So they're about a 0.8 to a 0.9 wire because they're smaller jump rings. You can actually do a Byzantine with these.
Fab.
Do a European 4-in-1. Very, very, very lovely in the small sections of a Japanese weave. So the 2 that we've just done, again, perfect for a Japanese flower, say. And you've got, you know, the correct amount there to do a full Japanese flower with the 2 there, and have lots more of your 5mm left over.
Brilliant. So wonderful for you to do quite a few things with. You're getting 50 of these in total. It is real sterling silver covered in gold. Your price point today, just £6.95. Even though you're getting 50 of these, it's a fantastic price, isn't it?
Well, you can't, I say it every single time, I do sound like a stuck record, I do apologise, but you can't find these anywhere else. You know, in these sizes, for that amount of them as well. Usually with your precious metal jump rings, you tend to buy sort of like 5 or 10, you know, and then you have to sort of like, if you want 50, you have to buy 5 lots of that one, and it makes it more expensive. For that price, I mean, I've never seen them with 9 carat gold on top of sterling silver for anywhere near that price for 50. Because with 50 you could do a section of chainmail and then bead away from it. Say with your Peridot, you could do a small section, a couple of inches of European 4-in-1, and then bead either side. And you've used just £6.95 worth of material in your jump rings.
Yeah. Perfect for it then. Absolutely wonderful. Well done. Lots of multi-buys coming through for this one today. Do make sure we are checking out those baskets, because essentially right now, because it is 925 and because it is gold, we don't have that many of these that we would like to as we would like to, so please do come and feel free to get them. Now, for anybody who's thinking about my necklace and thinking, when is that kit coming up? It's coming up next, so do stay exactly where you are, because this is just one of many stunning pieces that Fleur has created for us in this kit, so do stay exactly where you are. And don't forget, I've got that black spinel coming up really shortly as well. What kind of gemstones would you be mixing with this, please, if you were to do, say, chainmail with it?
I would definitely be using, say, the opal that's next to you, the spinel, the Peridot, and the Colombian. All the high-end ones I tend to use with my precious metal jump rings. You can just use it by itself, but why would you want just a plain chainmail bracelet when you've got those amazing beauties next to you that you can adorn them with? And that would bring out the golds in the opal. That would be my preferred choice of those 2.
Look at that opalescence. Can you see it banding through behind? Can you see that on the scoop? I'm going to show you the quality of this. Honestly, it's got to be the best strand of opal we've seen with sizes like this. Got to be. No, seriously, it's got to be. It has to be. It is. It's got to be, hasn't it?
It's the best one that I've ever seen. The best strand ever.
You know, Fleur guessed when she first saw it that it was £90. I promise you it'll be under 85. Alright, I promise it'll be under 75. Okay, I've got for you loads of treats coming up today, as you can see. Lovely to see everyone who's flying in for this. Don't forget the names you can see on screen. What that doesn't tell you is how many they're purchasing. So I can see that Sawami has just messaged it, just bought one, bought a couple, sorry. I can see that Diane's bought a couple. I see that Pam's bought a couple as well. Beryl, you've treated yourself to a couple too. So well done to everyone who is getting these. Hi Beryl, it's always nice to see Beryl. It's always so lovely. Hi all, beautiful products this morning on JewelleryMaker. The sun is out, so I'll be photographing my jewellery in the garden this morning. And that is from Kerry. love taking photographs when outside. For certain gems, it really brings them to life, doesn't it?
It does, because you can see all that colour with that sunlight, as people would wear it. So if you're taking photos for your website, people can see it's not in an artificial light, it is as you would wear it. Stunning, yeah, I love doing that.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think hopefully with our new location we'll be able to take some pictures outside. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be really nice. Yeah.
Okay, wait, sorry, are you doing the smaller first or the bigger? The smaller first. Okay, folks, got for you here. Yep. Some more stunning jump rings. We've got loads of jump rings today, but don't forget I've got loads of gemstones coming up as well. I've got for you here 925 sterling silver jump rings. You can see they're 925 a mile off, can't you? Because they are so high energy in that light interaction. I've got less than 60 of these today for you, so I'm going to dive in with the price. We've already talked about 7mm and how they are one of the most popular sizes, and at £7.95, it's no wonder, because you are getting a big amount of wet metal. Have you seen that? 6 grams we've got here, ladies and gentlemen. It is your 925 sterling silver, so it is the real deal high RI silver, which gives you back around about 95% of light to the eye that actually hits it, nowhere near that of gold or platinum, which is so much lower. So much lower. £7.95 for you today. It is phenomenal. You have got £7.95 for you there today. It is just phenomenal, isn't it? Really is beautiful. 925 we've got here, 50 of those, but hardly any left, because actually I've got more like 25 of those left because I've got loads of multi-buyers. But if you've just bought those ones, treat yourself to these ones as well, because they work perfectly. Look. They work phenomenally. There you go. Don't they? Fab! Because they're so big, they're so large. Again, we talked about our 9mm earlier on, so lots of different looks we can do with these ones. And because they are more sizable, of course, you can get more elements within there, can't you? You've got 20 pieces in total, and like we say, because it is more metal, you have got a really large, substantial amount of precious kind of an inherent value with it there. You can see that with our 925, as with our coppers, you get a beautiful kind of saw cut on these. At £6.95, they're a bargain. They're going to go perfectly with the previous pieces I've just bought you, and you can see it's almost seamless, really, isn't it? Obviously there is an opening there, but almost seamless for you, which gives you a really professional high-end finish. Do check those baskets out when you get the opportunity, because as with the previous, we do not have a vast quantity of these, but they will go perfectly with the ones I've just bought you to do lots of different types of weaves for you today. RVRF35 is the code on this one, and if you want to get your hands on it, then now is your opportunity, because people are flying in. Oh, hello, Flincher. Flinch is in with us today. I was in Flint the other day. Who else is in? Greater Manchester's in, Yorkshire's in. Hello to the Channel Islands. Always fancy getting Channel Islands. Good morning, beautiful girls. Beautiful flower dresses, ladies. Certainly makes the rain outside much better. Looking at your sunny dresses, and that is from Susan. Oh, yeah, I've just noted we are both floral today, aren't we?
Floral, yeah.
Is it grim where you are then, Susan?
Oh.
It's not
supposed to rain here. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here this afternoon.
I think it's going to. Thank you for sending that in. Don't forget, more questions for coming in for Fleur if you want to. It's absolutely fine. No question too small or too large. 60777. Okie dokie. Going to go on to, which one did you say now? Oh, yeah. Storage. Cool. Got these storage hanger bags here for you. I'll show you around the black one. In fact, I'll show you around the white one. It's probably easier to see, and the black one is the same essentially, but a different colour. I've got for you here your hangers. These ones have got the open neckline section here, which means you can place in your coat hanger. You've also got on the front all of these different high shine pockets that are in different sizes that vary dramatically as they go down. You've got some smaller delicate ones, and you've got some that are really, really large right down at the bottom there. You've got on the back, if I flip reverse it, you've got on the back, that was a song, wasn't it? I've got on the back Velcro fastenings here, which can help you hang all of your pieces on there, you know, your strands or whatever you want to hang on there. Really easy for you today. So I've got your white and I've got your black version here also. Your price point for both, £6.95, a great way for you to store your pieces, fantastic way for you to show things off. If you've got any loved one who's off to uni or college or moving away or anything like that, it's a great kind of space saver, you know, in things like your small dorms or in your halls of residence or whatever. It can be hard really to find areas and to find places to... yes! Clearance price point, ladies and gentlemen, so everyone can afford it. Okie pokely, come on in, get them whilst you can. £4.95. Come on, roll up, come and get a bargain. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. It's because there's no managers in today, isn't it? Yes, of course, Scott's off for the day, and it's the weekend, so all of the office staff are away, so let's go wild. £4.95 for both of these today. I've said it before, but I've got one that looks like exactly like this. It's dress shaped just like this and everything. And I bought one, this is years ago, but I bought it offline and it was £30. £30 it was. It's just phenomenal. It's a really, really fab price for you to get your hands on. And what do you think of that, please?
I love these. I think they're great for gifts. If you put some gemstones in there and threading pack and a findings pack, great little gift, because then they can store their jewellery that they make as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Really fantastic, that price point, isn't it? Naughty.
Yeah. I need to get some of those for my daughter because her bedroom's just horrendous.
Exactly.
Makeup and jewellery and
that's
hair bubbles and everything.
Yeah.
Be perfect
fab,
for her.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Does your daughter have what I have, which is a floor-drobe?
Oh, yeah. But so do I.
Yes, me too.
I do.
See,
yeah.
I still do.
Yeah, I do. Mark goes mad at me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everything. I can find it when it's on the floor. I can't find it when it's hung up.
My mum, when I was younger, used to test me with my floor drobe. So a floor drobe is a wardrobe, but there's no walls or sides. It's just on the floor. It's just a pile on the floor. My mum used to always test me. Like, you can't find anything in here, Rebecca. Where's your school tie? Well, Mother, I think you'll find it's in the third floor drobe pile, the 7th product down. I always know.
It is, it's true. You know where everything is. It's when people tidy your stuff away, can't find it.
As soon as I tidy something away, guaranteed I'll never be able to find it again.
No, and you'll look for hours and hours and hours trying to find that top or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Can't find it because you've hung it up.
Yeah, and a lot of the time as well, you'll see something somewhere and go, oh, I'd better move that because I'll forget it's there, and you move it to another place, and the first place you go to is where it was before you tidied it away.
That's it. No.
I think we should write a book about this. There's got to be some sort of psychology behind
You can't trust wardrobes anyway. I've read Narnia. You can't trust their wardrobes.
Who knows?
Better off with your clothes on the floor.
You are. You don't know what's going to come trotting out, do you? You do not. Hi, Janet. Me too. My floor's bad, and I'm turned 60. Brilliant, Janet. And this is something that I think is going to last forever with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me. I say to Mark, you'll never make me tidy.
No.
You'll try, but you'll never make me tidy.
No.
He buys me all sorts of storage for my workshop and everything. No. That's not happening.
No, not happening.
No.
Not interested. No, me neither. Hi, Lisa. Morning, ladies. Have to pop out to pick the kids up from sleepover. Can you pause for 10 minutes so I don't miss anything? Lol. Loving the show this morning. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Was that 10 minutes? Hope you're back now. Thank you for that. Hey up, lovely Laura in Cheshire. Was feeling a bit upset this morning, but JM is cheering me up. Cannot wait to see the next kit. Laura, big smiles all round for you. What did you just do then, Ben?
I did this.
This is creepy.
It's turn that frown upside down.
Turn that frown. Can't do it. That's really hard. Okay, I think you've just creeped Laura out now. Well done, everyone who got that. Anyone fancy a little bit of something that sparkles, a little bit of something glam? It's your start by. This has the same structure as a diamond, but that's about where the comparison ends, because essentially what I've got here for you is something that to me feels better than a diamond to buy. Personally, don't get me wrong, do love diamonds. However, what I've got for you here is something that is so astonishing, because like I say, it's the same structure. So when we talk about gemstones are put in different families, they're put in different kind of you know, the way that they're built up by Mother Nature is completely different, and the way that this is built up is the same way in that as a diamond. However, this gemstone will therefore give you a similar glow, a similar flash to a diamond, but actually in many cases, as of this with say black diamond, this will give you much better sparkle. And the reason it gives you a better sparkle is because to find a black diamond, they are inherently pitted, they are naturally blemished. Now, you know, we talk about inclusions all the time. Inclusion is an internal characteristic, a blemish is an external. So on the surface of a diamond, and you might have black diamonds at home, you will more than likely be able to see on a faceted strand, even when you look through a loop in particular, a lot of pits, a lot of blemishes. The way I always imagine it is, imagine pinpricks on the surface of a gemstone. That's what it looks like, tiny little pinpricks on the surface of a gemstone. Sometimes they can be really kind of gathered together, sometimes they're slightly more sporadic and spread out, which makes it look smoother. This isn't like that. Although it has the same structure as a diamond, it is less prone to blemishes. Even when you look through this in a loop, what you're going to get is just a pureness, a flatness, and that gives you an opportunity for a luster unlike anything else. What I've also got for you here, though, which is just above and beyond spectacular, is the size. Could you, even for a second, imagine ever being able to afford 185 carats worth of black diamond of this amount? I personally, you know, that idea is completely way out of my kind of consciousness. I would never be able to think of doing that. But actually, what I'm getting here is I'm getting the same structure as a diamond. I'm getting the look of a diamond, but for me slightly nicer look, and I'm getting the price that for me feels so much better. It feels nicer to me to be able to get something that I know has that diamond-like black diamond look, but also something that I feel, I don't have to feel guilty about purchasing this today, because I know that I can get it for under £40, and I therefore know that I'm getting an absolute bargain. Another thing that I love about this gemstone, you know what I'm like, I don't mind treated gemstones at all. It's no issue to me. I've got loads of treated gemstones in my collection, in my stash, but for me, a lot of the time, a naturally occurring gemstone is just a little bit more, or it feels a little bit more special to me sometimes, and that's exactly what I've got here. Don't forget, black diamond is treated more times than not. I think it's, isn't it 1 carat to every 10,000 carats of a black diamond is natural. That's it. 1 carat to 10,000 carats of black diamond will be natural. It's almost unheard of, essentially. With this, I've got that natural appearance. So it's natural, like I would love a diamond to be. It's got no blemishes in comparison to a black diamond, but also it's much, much larger than the size I would ever hope to even own in a diamond. And the fact of the matter is, I know I can feel good about it because it is less than £40. In fact, it's less than 30. Your price point today for all of this, diamond-like in your appearance, for now, £17.95. But do you know what? Dion has literally just said, oh, I really fancy this now, because now I'm looking at it. It is big, it is bold, and if you've seen Dion before, a lot of the time she likes a nice statement look, doesn't she? She loves a big statement earring, she loves a good statement kind of neckline piece. These are bold, these are statement, they're still elegant, so she wants to be able to buy them too at the best price she can. So essentially, she's doing herself a deal, so you can get it too now. Your price, £14.95 for you today on these ones to get that absolutely massive amount of your spinel. It's natural. It is diamond-like in structure, but better to me in look. And you've got those huge pieces in there. I would love to know what you would do with this Fleur. First off, say what you think about it, please.
I think it's a really high-end strand. When I saw it on the T-bar this morning when I came in, it just dazzles you because it's got, I think it's the facets, like you say, they're so beautifully faceted. But for me, I would put this with this second kit with the sterling silver elements that are in it, and I would make a bracelet, and I would just pop some sterling silver beads in between, say every third one, and I'd make myself a bracelet, and then just have the end two as an earring. Because I'd love to see it all the time, because obviously with your necklaces you can't really see them a lot. I'd love to see that all the time on my wrist.
I love the idea of, say, one of these in this design. See where the pearl is? Maybe swap that out for one of these, just in the centre there. Because how elegant and decadent would that look? And, you know, Spinel, some would say, demands sterling silver. So, perfect pairing, and this is coming up in that next kit in a moment, so do hang around for that. Well done, everyone. It's lovely to see you. There is lots of you still on the lines. It's lovely to see you today. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. That's another thing I love about Sundays. You don't have to tidy on a Sunday.
I don't tidy anyway.
Well, no, I don't tidy anyway. I think that's become quite clear. But you can't
day of
tidy
rest.
everything.
Yeah,
it's chill out day, isn't it? Put your feet up day.
That's it. And in the evenings, have your roast dinner or whatever, and just chill, watching JewelleryMaker.
I've just realised I haven't even thought about what I'm going to have for tea tonight yet. Blimey, it's 10:30. This must be the latest I've ever thought about tea.
Yeah, I usually think about tea when I've eaten the night before's tea.
Yeah, me too.
What I'm going to have for the next day.
I think about that. I've just thought, I haven't got a clue. I'm picking my dog up tonight because my dog's been on holiday with her friends whilst I've been working this weekend. So I've got to pick my dog up later. I might, I don't know.
You could treat both of you.
Yeah.
You could go to a carvery or something like that.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Take some, wiggle her under the table.
Yeah.
She'd sit there, wouldn't she, and have roast potatoes and...
I don't know if she'd sit there quietly, but
Or you could sit her on a chair next to you then.
Yeah, of course I can.
Pop a little bib on her.
Pop a bow tie on her. No one will notice.
No. You can take Dolly as well if you want. Have a little drop Dolly off for you.
Dolly daydream.
Yeah,
why
pick
not?
her up.
Hello, Laura. Got the Spinel. So feeling happier. See, JewelleryMaker, you can always make me feel better. Laura, that is a big kiss to you. I'm glad we put a bit of a smile on your face. Honestly, my love, you're going to adore this Spinel when you get it. Do you know what? I know this sounds really stupid, but the weight to this, I know it's 185 carats, so the weight is the weight, but it feels so much heavier. It feels so much more luxurious because those sizes are so big. Oh, call blimey. 16 left and that's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. Please, Laura and everyone else, will you stay tuned definitely for not only my Colombian emerald, but also for my bestest opal of all time, possibly ever. And I love it and I want it and I need it. If you want to, obviously. I'm going to head over, I'm going to bring my Peridot to the lovely Fleur. Now, Fleur, you got essentially two kits in this one, didn't you? Two separate kits here because you got so much, and you've really gone to town on it. And
I've still got lots left.
Yeah.
I've still got 2 full chains.
Blimey.
This is what I've got left.
You've still got a massive amount then.
Still, and sterling silver elements left.
Yeah, loads of sterling silver left over. Which one are we doing first? Sorry, Poppet. The Rolo chains. Okay, let me do this one first for you. Now, this one is special because, let me show you exactly what we're getting. A necklace chain with matching bracelet chain. Look at those. So it's a matching. If I show you in the length, you've got your bracelet length and you've got your necklace length as well. So you've got the opportunity to have a perfect pairing here, which isn't something I've seen in a kit before.
No. It's fabulous because you can just, like I've done with a couple of the designs, just pop a pearl onto there and just have a very simple, delicate bracelet, which allows you to do that with these 2 pairings.
Really does. And the wonderful thing about this is, guess what, ladies and gents? There's not just 1 necklace and 1 bracelet. There's 2 necklaces and 4 bracelets. Yes, in this collection, which is just phenomenal. Take a little look. And the necklace chain is different on this one as well. It is slightly different look on this necklace chain. So it gives you a really beautiful look. If I show you that in comparison to this other chain, You've got that kind of Rolo look, and then you've almost got that that kind of woven detail on that one, which is really nice. It gives a really nice flash of light. So I have got, now if I just show you the bracelet ones, if I may, because I know we've not really seen the bracelet ones before. The bracelet ones, like I say, you get 4 of these, but if I show you them, you get a gorgeous size lobster claw clasp on there, and you've got a big extender chain here. Sometimes on an extender chain you'll see 4 links, won't you? What we've actually got here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10 or 11 links actually you've got on that extender. So that means you can go from around about, oh, what are we looking at here? Let's have a look at the length on this. You're going from probably around about a 6-inch to around about a 7.5, maybe even 8 actually. But let me have a little look and rest it. The great thing about having an extender on a chain like this as well, it's something that I love and adore. Can you do this up for me, do you mind?
Yeah, not at all.
Something that I love and adore about having this as an extender is you can wear it in 2 different ways, can't you? You can wear it for those kind of, you know, if you've got a long sleeve top on, you can wear it quite high up. Thank you, my love. You can wear it quite high up on the wrist. So if I do it at the shortest piece of the extender, I've got a small wrist, but that's where it rests on me. But I've still got all that extender left. So say I had, you know, a short sleeve, a longer sleeve t-shirt and I wanted to drape, I could, and it would drape all the way down here to give that real nice fluidity, that real nice movement. But, I mean, this with a matching necklace, surely £30 in a shop usually.
At least, yeah.
Surely. For a matching set?
Yeah, at least.
Easily. I absolutely adore them. And again, 4 of these bracelets, which are so soft, so comfortable, big clasp on there as well, which is nice.
Yeah, they are. And if you use them not as bracelets, if you cut them up and use, you've still got extra clasps as well.
Yeah, of course.
So there's
lots you can do there, because don't forget you can just drape them if you wanted to in pieces. I've also got these. Now these are something unlike anything I've ever seen before. How are they to work with, please?
These are absolutely beautiful to work with, really, really stunning. You can use them in, you can create shapes of them like I've done here, but they just equally look as beautiful just in between your gemstones, you know, just to create that curve like I have done in the pearl necklace. Or if you were going to do a ladder weave, say, you know, you can use these as your bars in your ladder weave. I did think about taking the clasp off of one of the chains and adding, especially the fine trace chain, to pop that through, and it would fit through. But you'd have to solder the jump ring back on if you wanted to pop it on. So I just worked around it. So that was my first thought. They will fit through. You can get quite a few strands through them as well. So if you're using beading thread, quite a lot goes through them. But they just look equally as beautiful.
They
just
really do, don't they?
Really stunning, really striking. So much sterling silver in them.
They are, yeah, because these are 925 sterling silver, these tubes. So you've got the curved tubes, 10 of those, and the straight tubes, 10 of those. And they're 925, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you get 5 bracelets, we're just being told.
Yeah, 5.
Dion's just dropped the price and has now just read the information, and there is 4 in front of me. Oh, I know why. There's 1 hidden
fallen
under here. Dion's now going, oh no, oh no. She didn't realise there was 5, but there is 5 bracelets as well. I've also got for you here, look, these ones, which are phenomenal connectors, aren't they?
Really nice connectors. I've used them in the earrings to create like columns, and I've used them in the side of this bracelet to create sort of like a gate effect, like a gate bracelet, and then used a beady bead in the middle just to pull it all together.
It's phenomenal, isn't it? Doesn't that give a gorgeous look?
That's 2 bracelets that's there. So I used both the clasps. I took the clasps off both of them, so I've got 2 extra clasps as well, and just use a chain.
I adore those, and again, you know, you've got your 925 in there, so it's really high quality. I think they're phenomenal. And they do, you know, have a decent weight, and they do say 925 upon them as well, so people know. And I've not even got onto the gems yet. You've got beautiful pearls, which you can see have just rested really nicely in the pieces, haven't they?
Yeah.
And you do also, look, get that stunning hematite as well in those beautiful high shine rondelles. Now you can see essentially that the quantity of this is dropping down big time. Your price point today on this is phenomenal. You ready? I can't believe this either. Dion's going, you told me there was 4 bracelets. Why have I done this price? There's 5, Becky, there's 5. Yes, I know, but one was hidden.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You would be able to find somewhere without looking too hard. I'm even talking, you know, that well-known catalogue shop you walk into and people take the little pens, that place. I would say in there you would be finding a necklace, 925 chain with a matching bracelet at close to that price.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. The bracelet that's on the end with the just one pearl charm onto it, that would be at least £40 for me. Because this is Rolo chain, your head pins fit through the Rolo chain absolutely perfectly. So I've done the same with the hematite here, and I've put some little hematite dangles on that one. But it merges into the design, so you can't see that you've got like a jump ring to hang your pearl onto or your hematites onto. It merges into the design so beautifully.
Doesn't it?
I can't believe that price. I really can't believe that price. That's truly amazed me.
I think it's just phenomenal. I really, really, really do. Amazing kit and beautiful jewellery. Love the show. Oh, it's our friend Fleur Jan. Sue, don't panic, Dion. The pearls are blue, so a longer price it was compulsory. She's saying, whew, yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, no problem. That's a good excuse, that, isn't it?
It is.
Any excuse.
I can't imagine how much the necklace with the pearls and the sterling silver would be in a shop. I can't imagine how much that would be. You'd be looking at, I think that would be over £100, that one that you can see there.
Well, it's 925 and pearls.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
you can't. And even the one next to it with just one pearl and a chain. That's an amazing kit.
It's astonishing.
You can't fail to make really classic pieces with it.
Yeah,
you can't, because it's just so beautiful.
I think it's absolutely phenomenal, and I have got a findings pack coming up in a bit for you. Are we going to let Fleur start her design, and then I'll bring you the 925? Okay, because you can see that our phone lines have gone loopy, and it's a good idea to let our phone lines calm down a little bit and give the call centre a little bit of a second to think, because we started off with over 200, hence the ridiculously low price point on this for 2 necklaces and 5 bracelets and a strand of real pearls, and yes, now I say 5, and all of those hematite and those spacers, the curved ones that are 925, 10 of those, and the flat ones that are 925, 10 of those, and all of those connectors that take you from a single to a double area. Yes, it is an amazing price, so we're going to let the phone lines calm down a little bit and we will start the demo in a second. But that's £6 a bracelet and the rest for £4.95.
You couldn't buy plated for that. You can go down the high street to a fashion store and buy a fake, like just silver coloured that goes a funny colour after the first time you wore it.
You're right. It's amazing, isn't it? Okie pokely.
Okay, so
we're with you.
We're going to learn the necklace that Becky's wearing and how to make it so it looks like an integral part of the necklace chain. The chain still can be taken off of this, so it can be changed onto a different chain if you wanted to, but it just looks like it's sort of like on there. It looks like the chain's attached into the beads. So what we need to do is we start off with one pearl, and I'm doing this on beading thread, but I have done it on monofilament on the actual piece that Becky's wearing. It's just that you won't see it with a monofilament. So I've got a pearl and then 2 of the sterling silver beads that I believe are coming up in the next kit. Then what we do is we pop one of the curved tubes on either side. So it's a little bit like it's like a jigsaw, this one. You just make it up in like jigsaw sections. So we pop one of the tubes on one side and one of the tubes on the other side.
38 in baskets. Check out whilst you can.
So this in effect now creates our wishbone style. So there you have the actual wishbone itself. Okay, now what we need to do is make it is a beady bead that's on the top, but it's a beady bead that's sort of like folded down onto itself to merge in with the chain. So what we need to do now is we take one of our sterling silver beads and we cross this over the front so that we then in effect completely close the wishbone off. So now we have this wishbone. So if you wanted to from here, you could sort of like bead off of there and have it so that it didn't have the beady bead on the top. We're then going to construct our beaded bead. So if nobody's ever done one of these before, it's a series of 4 beads with the 4th bead being crossed over, so the first and the fourth bead are always crossed through. Okay. So we need a silver bead on either side, and then we take our next bead, and these sterling silver beads that are coming up, I've got great big holes in there, so you can put lots and lots of cords through there. I reckon you could get like definitely a 1 millimetre wire through there. So all I've done is put a gemstone on either side. I've taken my next bead and crossed it over. So now what I have is like a diamond of 4 beads. Okay. So now this bead here becomes my first bead of my next section. If you do get lost when you're doing this, the beady bead is on the website as well as one of our tutorials. So we'll just quickly finish off this one. So a bead on either side, taking what is in effect the fourth bead or the third bead that you've added, crossing through the middle and pulling it tight. So you're starting to create series of little diamonds, and it's easier with the monofilament because beading thread obviously has got metal in the middle of the beading thread, so it's easy with monofilament. It just become a lot more fluid.
That kit has sold out. Coming on your screen right now is the 925 findings packs and these spaces. I'll show you around in a second, but these spaces are in there as well. It's coming up on your screen now.
So I'll just do a couple more. What you need is a big enough beady bead to be able to go around your chain. So what we're going to do is I'll just do one more layer. I don't know if you wanted to do that, or are you all right with me just carrying on with this one? Okay, so I'm nearly at the end now. So what I've got now is on the end I've got my 2 beads left. Now what we do from here is we have to place the necklace chain into the middle of this design. So just open up your necklace chain, lay it into the middle because that's where it's going to sit. Now taking the very first of the squares, so not the very first bead that attached to your 2 tubes, the one above it, we're then going to use that bead as our centre bead for these 2 loose ones that I've added on. So I've got 2 loose gemstones here, so exactly the same as making a beady bead, but you're just going to envelop your chain through the middle. So we just go back through, and like I said, these beads have got lovely large holes.
There's so much space in that this is just fab.
And so we pull one side through and then the other side through, and the chain will get in the way, just just move it out of the way. It's easier doing it this way than trying to thread the chain through at the end, I found, because you've got the clasp on there.
Yeah, so
and it gets a tighter fit as well. And then as you pull it tight,
it's folded up in it.
What you get is it folds into your bead, and your chain is in there.
And there is still movement upon it as well, isn't there? Which is wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, with the beading thread, it's beading thread's a little bit more difficult to work it because it becomes more static. So then you just sort out your chain so that it sits nicely either side.
Fab.
And when it's in the monofilament, tighten your double knot, and then pop a little tiny bit of your jewellery glue onto there so it stays put,
secure.
And put the knot at the back so nobody can see it.
Thank you for showing us how to do that. And the thing that Fleur's been using for it is these spaces right here, and the size of hole on them is phenomenal, isn't it?
I don't know if I can
really, just astonishing. I mean, if I show you them, sorry my hand's in the way, but if I show you the size of them, look at that. It's absolutely cavernous, isn't it? And the fact of the matter is, you could use so much different wire through there. In fact, Fleur, if you've threaded that on there,
that's on a 0.8 wire.
0.8 wire, and look,
there's this space around it.
So I'm going to say 1.5.
Yeah, and that's the
1.5.
So that's a 0.8.
That's a 0.8 in there.
That's gone through there.
It's astonishing, isn't it? Getting loads of those as well, by the looks of things. How many? Approximately 50. Wow. and they're 4mm. We don't see 925 seed beads often. Yes, we see things like this, which are crimp bead covers, but as we know that they have a seal on them, whereas these are a whole piece of precious metal, which is just fab. 50 of those ones, and they're 4mm. You also get your 95 findings packs that involves things such as the heart-shaped chain in there, and things like the head pins as well as your shepherd's hooks, all very precious metal, which of course we'll probably want to use with the kit we've just bought. And you've got the threading pack too. So you've got your monofilament in there, which is what Fleur used originally on the neckline piece I'm wearing, and you've got your beading thread, which we've seen crocheted earlier on. Yeah. And you've got your elastic, which does what it says on the tin, stretchy bracelets time and time again. Your price point today for all of this very precious high-end metal is just £21.95. Our bindings packs in 925 are normally around the 15 to 16, 17 pounds mark, aren't they?
Yeah. And I had a quick look on the internet for some sterling silver spacer beads. Yeah. And yeah, they were quite expensive. I was really shocked at the price of them. Yeah. And you don't get, to get 50 was really expensive. Yeah. They're usually sold in packs of 10 or individual. Right. You know, and I was like, oh, wow. So I thought this kit would be nearly £50 for all those spacer beads. For all of them.
Well, it should have been, it could have been, but it's not with us today. So do treat yourself to it, because as you can see, extremely popular. They're £21.95. Fleur, thank you so much for showing us those designs. It's wonderful. We have got more designs coming up for you very, very shortly as well, so please do treat yourself. Now, I've got stunning sterling silver collection on your screen right now. How many have I got in baskets, Poppet? Got about, it looks about 20-ish maybe to me, so please do check those baskets out, because I need to say, you know, your names are going on my screen for a second time, and I have got multi-buyers on this, and people are coming in even quicker for it now. And you know, like Fleur said, you know, even if this was our lowest price sort of sterling silver findings packs, which is usually that 16, 17 pound price mark, isn't it? If you think for just an extra, what, £5, you're getting 50 spacers and an entire threading pack as well. Yeah. And the spacers, by the way, because you've got 50 there, the gram weight on those is excessive, isn't it? Yeah,
and they go on forever. I've used them in most pieces.
Gorge jewellery. Great show, lady, says Anne. Thank you very much, Anne. It is stunning, isn't it, jewellery?
You can't fail to make simple classic designs with this kit, because it just, with the pearls and the sterling silver, it's just heaven to work with. It really is.
Great price, Dion, says customer. It is a massive, massive array that you've got to create with this. And what I will say is, you know, if you have got your hands on that first kit, then I would definitely say to you, get your hands on this one as well, because we do need to pair it up. If you want to, you don't have to, but it is nice, let's say, to pair it up with something else that is so outstanding quality.
Yeah. You could do the bail with the hematite, but because they're rondelles, they will space apart, so you'd see it be more gappy. These sterling silver beads just work perfectly, absolutely perfectly.
Just to let you know, 20 left apparently. Paula says that would be nice as a bail in other necklaces too.
Yeah, I use it a lot for my bails. I did it, I think it was last week, we had a black and gold kit, and I did the same, sort of like multi-strands, then pop that through the middle, because it's quite simple to create, but really effective.
It is effective, and I love how it ties in, and if I just show you, it has still got that movement there, which means it kind of just rests as you want it to, which is phenomenal. And look, it doesn't look too chunky from the side either, which is nice. It's beautiful, isn't it? And all solid silver. I mean, come on. That is luxurious, isn't it? Oh, hi, Jan. Says, hi there, team. Wow! Fleur, you've made beautiful, elegant jewellery yet again. So wearable and elegant. Thank you.
I make jewellery that I would wear, and I'd wear every single piece of this. This one's my favourite, the one that you can see there with the curved tubes. It's just beautiful, and the colour of the pearls match. It could be a bridesmaid kit, couldn't it? You could make bridesmaid jewellery.
Absolutely.
And I probably would, with all the 5 bracelets, I'd probably just put 1 pearl on each bracelet and have those as a bridesmaid set.
It's astonishing, it really is. Well done to everybody. 8 left and that's it, so check out whilst you can. Myself and Fleur are heading over. Where should we go now, Fleur? Where should we go?
Let's have a think.
Where do you want to go?
Wigan.
Wigan. Not Wigan,
no.
Ben.
Begins with, I'd love to
Warrington.
go. No. Wolverhampton.
No.
Wrexham.
Wrexham. Well, Ben's just knocked out the park now. We can't beat that. We better go to the Wall of Fame. Hello everybody, we are here at the Wall of Fame and lovely Fleur is going to start off with one of your makes.
I got a stunning, very reminiscent to the kit that we've just done, number 442, and this is from Lorraine, and it says, "Hi all at JM, this is my entry for the WOF. Everything is made from JewelleryMaker and all in 925, even the jump rings which I made myself. Thank goodness for the sterling silver wire stash. I couldn't decide which colour pearls to use, went through lots but finally decided on these deep lilac colour, one from JM of course. Good luck to all on the WOF. However, I would love to see this piece on the wall, and that's lots of love to all at JM Towers from Lorraine Smith in Gloucester." Lorraine, that's just beautiful.
It is so
really
high-end
beautiful,
looking.
really stunning.
I love that you've made your own jump rings as well. Well done. Oh, I remember this. The largest Hessonite garnet pretty much ever. It's astonishing. This is one of those. It was a Hessonite garnet. There was a 5-carat Hessonite garnet. Bearing in mind that on our sister channel, 95% of their Hessonite garnet is less than half a carat. It was so astonishing. Look, being made into this ring. I love it. 443. Hello, Tanya says, "Hi, you lovely lot. Here's this week's make. Far from perfect, but first attempt at netting a cab, Hessonite garnet cab, and 0.8, 0.4 silver wire from yourselves. Still trying to make friends with wire work. Definitely need to get some more. Thank you for all your amazing deals. Good luck to all. Regards from Tanya." Thank you so much, Tanya, for sending that in. I think beautiful. I think you've done a corking job there.
Definitely, absolutely, definitely. Again, the wire doesn't detract from the stone, but holds it in perfectly.
That glow. Practice makes perfect, don't forget. 443.
Okay, I've got number 440 and a stunning piece here. It looks like a shell pearl, beautiful. And this is from Karen. It says, it's from, Rebecca White.
Good name.
And it says, "This week's entry, one of my first pieces I made last year when I started. Shell pearls, not sure of the other stones, sorry, but all from JewelleryMaker," and that's thanks. And that's from Rebecca. Rebecca, that's beautiful. Isn't that stunning? You see the wire work on the
I think that's so pretty and neat, and it's got a gorgeous vintage look to it, hasn't it?
Really lovely. Very, very beautiful.
Here's 444 to Jackie. "Good morning, you temptresses. I wasn't going to be buying for a couple of weeks. That didn't work. I had to buy the shell rabbits. Nothing to do with my entry this week, as I just have to wait for them to arrive. Entry is a few rings. I find rings sell best and never tire of making them. Have a good week at JM Towers," and that's from Jackie in Kingham. Thank you so much for sending that in. A lot of people say that rings sell hotcakes.
Because you only use a few of your gems. Yeah. Just thinking it's a good job that Drew and Mark went on the show, wasn't it, with temptresses? It's a good job.
Point, yeah. 444 for you today.
Okay, I've got number 441 and a selection of wonderfully wire-wrapped cabochons. It says, "Hi all, just thought I'd share with you my recent makes. I have wire-wrapped different size cabochons, labradorite, rose quartz and coloured agates, all bought from JewelleryMaker, including the wire, which I would recommend to anybody as it's brilliant to work with and gives a lovely finish. Good luck to everyone in the draw. Got to go as I'm waiting for a delivery from my postman for my orders ordered from JewelleryMaker earlier this week." And that's kind regards from Carol in Warrington. Oh, how spooky! We've just how weird!
Warrington.
Did
see? It's me and Carol. It's the Cheshire lot. We're like that.
Stunning they are, absolutely beautiful.
Wow, thank you for sending those in. Okie pokey, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you first off for joining us today. You've been having fun, haven't you? We've been having a lot of fun. We've been bringing lots of bargains, and after the break I've got something that is beyond belief. Not everybody who wants this will get to own it, but we can all have a go. If you want to own what is often regarded as the finest source of emerald in the world, you can today. It's your Colombian emerald.
The fastest way to shop with JewelleryMaker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1p in P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, JewelleryMaker are never far away. Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at JewelleryMaker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
This is known as the finest source throughout the gemstone world to get any emerald. This is a location in which, when you're looking for an emerald here, all the rules of emerald go out the window. This is one of those pieces that you will know and you will understand when you know on the advert that we have the 4 C's, don't we? One of those C's is clarity, and it actually talks on that advert a little bit about the fact that, you know, you'll look for clarity in a gemstone and that helps you gauge the quality of it, but actually that doesn't apply to all gemstones. And it says on it, you know, such as emerald. Emerald is forgiven for having inclusions, and that's because you get so much of it in there. You get so much. Sometimes a lot of our emerald, and you'll know, is totally opaque, isn't it? That's because it's filled up so much with all of these internal inclusions. The one I'm about to show you now is just, it takes all of those rules and it throws them away, and it says, do you know what? I'm from the finest source in the world of emerald, and this is, you know, for a lot of people in the gem world to say that I'm from the finest source. I'm not going to be filled with jadans, and jadan is something that is referred to as emerald's internal inclusions. When you get certain striations of it, certain crackles of it, is referred to as a jadan. I'm not going to have any jadans in me. I'm still going to give you that hue you're looking for. I'm going to give you that tone and that saturation you will desire, but I'm going to do it with absolute clarity, so that you still get the glow, you still get the look, and you still get emerald. This, ladies and gentlemen, is about to blow you away. It is phenomenal. This, I just want to say before I show you it, isn't something that we're all going to be able to own today, because the price is understandably higher than you might normally be expecting for an emerald. Or is it? And also, I've not got a massive quantity of this at all, because it is from that finest source, which usually we find it very difficult to source from, because essentially they don't get much out of the ground at all. I just want to take this moment to say to anyone who's going to be able to get this today, a huge congratulations, because you're about to own an heirloom piece, which essentially, you know, because it's from the finest source, because it has so much high prestige, isn't going to lose its value, it isn't going to lose its kind of love, and it is going to be so much loved and adored for years and years to come, more than likely. This, ladies and gentlemen, is something very special. It is. You're thrown the rules out. Colombian emerald. Colombian emerald! Oh my gosh. Just look at it. This is just phenomenal, isn't it? This is just phenomenal, isn't it? Take a look at what we've got here. Can you see what I mean about that beautiful colour? Can you see what I mean about the freshness of that colour? You can tell that it's the hue of an emerald, but actually it is the most phenomenal of brightness and the most phenomenal of beauty. Now, this is from an area in Colombia that's known as the Emerald Belt, and actually there's two main areas in which we get our emerald from that location in. So you can actually pinpoint this down to just 2 mines, and that mining area where you get that is some of the best loved and finest quality of that beautiful emerald. I don't know if you ever watched, did you ever watch that documentary? You know, the Boodles documentary that was called something like the £1 Million Necklace, wasn't it? They used emerald in that, didn't they? They could have chosen any emerald in the world. They could have chosen any gemstone in the world, really. If you're going to be trying to aim to make £1 million necklace, you know, you can go wild with the gemstone you want to choose. They chose to encrust it with diamonds, but the main focal pieces were emerald from this location. You get a touch of Boodles here. You really do. You get that same look. You get that same location of that stunning emerald. And you don't have to pay £1 million for it. Now, the fact of the matter is that this is one of the finest sources, and it is a rarity to get it. It's not one of the finest sources because it pulls the most out. It's not that at all. Brazil pulls the most out of the ground generally, year in, year out. It pulls the most out of the ground as a general rule, and those are the ones where often if you see a completely and absolutely opaque emerald, you can kind of guess that it more than likely will be from the Brazilian region, when you see it on JewelleryMaker, that is. With this one, though, we've really worked very hard to get the finest, and that means that essentially it's not due to the fact that loads come out, it's the fact that a lot doesn't come out, and like I said, it throws away the rule book, because it does give you the hue, the tone, the saturation we would hope for, but it gives it in a clear manner. I've got something very special here for you today, I really do, and with 10 carats worth, you're getting a lot to work with. Now, I was talking to you a second ago about Brazilian emerald, and I just wanted to point out that I keep saying the finest source, but you might be wondering, well, what does that even mean? Why is that so special? Well, if it's from the finest source, and because it's thrown out the rule books, and because we're not used to seeing an emerald like that, prices for this gemstone are phenomenal because of the location. Now, they're both emerald, so you might be thinking, okay, and they do look different, but still they're both emerald. How much can location make a difference? Well, with this gemstone, a great difference. I had a little look online not so long ago, and I just typed in 1 carat's worth of Brazilian emerald, and I had a little look on there, and the first one that came out was slightly over a carat, but this was the price point for it. It's the first one that popped up. This is the price point for it. So in the UK, and that's with your postage and packaging, it's with the plus of £1.55. That was the postage packaging. So just over 1 carat of Brazilian emerald came to £58.52, which actually an all right price point, really, isn't it? Don't get me wrong, we can't all stretch to £58 for a Brazilian emerald, but it's not a bad price point. The exact same carat weight I then typed in. It was the exact same shape and the same look. The only thing that I changed when I did my next search was I took out the word Brazilian and I put in the word Colombian. This is the price point you saw, not £58.52 like we've seen in the Brazilian, but this. £3,818. It was the exact same carat weight. You can see that 1.05 carats is exactly the same carat weight and the same shape and the same look. The fact of the matter though, it was Colombian, and so the clarity was there, the hue was there, the depth was there. This is one of the most inherently valuable gemstones in the world today, and your price point ignores that, because we're doing a launch price offer. I want you at home to fall in love with Colombian emeralds, and do you know why? I believe that we all deserve a little bit of a smile on our face. I believe that we all deserve at least to be able to have a little look at and kind of almost have a little edge into that £1 million necklace that Boodles worked with and created with this location in mind on that piece. I want us all to be able to get home Colombian emeralds and actually say, whoa, this is totally different to anything else I've ever owned. And the only way I can try and get you to get this home so that you can see it, don't forget, even if you just want to see, you just want to be nosy, send it back. I doubt you will, because at £39.95, do you know what I've just done there? I've just taken down 10 carats worth of one of the finest locations of emerald, and I brought it to you at a lower price point than we found that Brazilian emerald was only 1 carat. I've just absolutely taken the rule book and ripped it up here, because do you know what? Why can't I? Because this emerald right here has just done that. This emerald has just taken up that rule book and absolutely, you know, smashed it to smithereens. It said, do you know what? Who says an emerald can't be clear? Who says an emerald can't give you femininity and brilliance? Who says an emerald can't give you so much strength and intensity of depth, but actually still be totally eye clear? That price point for one of the highest priced gemstones in the world is astonishing. And the fact of the matter is, like I said, you know, Boodles and that documentary, I think it was a Channel 4 documentary they did, they chose to work with this gemstone from this place, from this location. They could have chosen anything else in the world. They didn't even go for diamonds as the centre point in that. Yeah, diamonds were there, but they didn't even go for the diamonds in the centre point for that. No, they did though. They did go for this one. They chose this out of any other. They could have even done the likes of a tanzanite, didn't they? But they didn't. They decided not to. They went for emerald, and not just any emerald. They went for this emerald, this Colombian emerald, this location of emerald they went for. And guess what as well? Just to really add another little pocket of something else, some of you are going to be looking at this now and thinking, the clarity of that reminds me of a filled gemstone. And you'd be right, you would be right, yes, absolutely. Filled gemstones, you would get this clarity completely. And when I say filled, by the way, what filled means, it means it's injected with a lead-like base, it's a lead-like substance, like a glass-based substance. You see it a lot in sapphire, you see it a lot in emerald and ruby as well, but a lot in sapphire. And say it's a blue sapphire, what they do is, well, but let's say it's a green emerald, what they do is they actually inject, and it is an injection, they kind of eject this glass-like substance into it, but the glass itself is dyed green, so it's kind of harder to see, and it gives it a nice look. You can see if you look through a loop at it, and sometimes you can actually see it just to the eye. But effectively, with those strands, you know, you're not getting 100% emerald with that, are you? Because you're not. You're getting, you know, 99.9% say emerald, but you are getting that small percentage of glass, and that's what it is. And the thing is, the carat weight doesn't change, because with that they don't say, oh, the carat weight of this originally was 10 carats, but actually probably a carat's worth of that is glass. They don't do that. They don't take that into account. The fact of the matter is, they give you that partial amount of glass in your gemstone to give you clarity. This doesn't need it. This is a natural strand of Colombian emerald. This is real deal natural. That colouring, that hue is natural. We've not heated it. That beautiful vibrancy is natural. We haven't irradiated it. That clarity is natural. We haven't put glass inside this. That is pure Mother Nature just showing you what she can give in emerald. To every single one of you who are about to get your hands on this, I am absolutely over the moon for you. 30-day money-back guarantee, no risk buying on this if you don't fall in love. But I just want everyone to just be able to see what emerald can be. I've got well done just to everyone. I've got about 14 in baskets there, so you've got to check it out whilst you can. I've got my opal coming up for you in a few minutes as well. That emerald is phenomenal. I've got that opal coming up with you shortly as well, so do stay where you are if you love burst of colour. And actually, the opal essence that's coming from it is reminiscent of that emerald colour as well, so that'd be a nice pairing. Okay, folks, I've got some jump rings now for you because I'm joined by the lovely Fleur today. Hi, Fleur.
You're all right.
I've got loads of jump rings here, love. You all right, love? I've got loads of jump rings here. I've got a good few hundred here, 400 again. And these ones are your 6mm. Now, I don't think we've had 6mm on today. Tell us about 6mm, please.
So 6mm are, when you've mastered the Byzantine with your 7mm, the 6mm jump rings look absolutely wonderful with your Byzantine. They're fabulous for, again, your European weaves. You can do things like the sweet pea weave with this one. So I've done a little sweet pea bracelet with the final kit. But perfect for the sweet pea weave. Really nice, just 2-into-1 chains. You know, just very simple, like the piece that you're wearing. Really simple chainmail designs, just basic, but look really beautiful. But yeah, again, there's lots. I could be here forever telling you the weaves that you can do with these ones. You just need them because then when you see a demonstration of a weave, you've got them there. And how many have you got? 400? Is it 200? 400.
Yeah.
Huge amount. A huge amount. So again, 3 Byzantine bracelets, definitely, and then lots left over for earrings. You know, Byzantine sections. Your Romanov weave is, I think we showed a picture of it earlier. It's 2 sections of Byzantine with a gemstone in the middle.
Oh, cool.
Absolutely beautiful weave, really stunning, perfect with this size.
Just perfect for a lot then, actually, aren't they?
Yeah.
A lot. Loads of you flying in for these. You've got 400. Because you've got that real deal silver coating on these as well, it does keep a really nice high shine look. Your price point today for 400. What do you think of that? $8.95, Fleur.
I wish I was at home. No, I don't.
Rude.
I wish I was here.
Rude.
No, I wish I was here. But no, I'd be buying at least 3 or 4 of this. I would be buying. So the Bolero necklace that we did at the wedding fair, you could do with the 2 400 packs that we've done. You could do quite a big section of that necklace with these as well.
Yeah.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. You need them.
You need them.
You need
Simple as that. Get your hands on them whilst you can. And like we said, you know, this neckline piece that I have on, it's using kind of pieces like this.
Just really, that is probably the simplest weave that you can ever do, the 2-into-1 and the 1-into-1. That's all that is, but gives a real nice look because it gives more of a, it's a handmade chain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can make your own chains with them. Really special. But if you want to make that sweetie style bracelet, it takes 200 of those to make a stretchy bracelet with that kind of style
of it.
Yeah, so you've got two of those kind of bracelets if you need.
And price point wise, what are we looking at?
Well, those ones I know in the shops of the silver plate ones are nearly £100, aren't they, just for that? But if I was to do a Byzantine bracelet, like we said, you know, £30, £35 if it's got some gemstones on there as well. For 1 bracelet, and you'd do at least 3 bracelets.
Absolutely, at least. You're all flying in for this. That necklace, along with your beauty, I will comment next time, still in pause mode. Maury, gosh, you're lovely, aren't you? Aren't you? That's gorgeous, isn't it? Isn't that necklace absolutely beautiful?
But we're going to demo that one. Very, very simple to make.
Super simple to make.
Super simple, yeah.
But it's just stunning. How eye-catching. I adore it. That's coming up in our next kit, coming up in probably about 20 minutes or so for you, so don't go anywhere. Gosh, I can't believe it's that time already. Where's the time gone today? £8.95 on all of those. We've got about 80 left, apparently, so please do stay where you are. 44 seconds on the line. 1 minute and 44 on the phone lines, but don't worry about it. Stay where you are. You're in the queue. You're in the order. You're in the queue. It's not like when you're in the line for, I don't know, cake. You know, when people are sort of elbowing you out the way, or people snipping, or do you know one that really gets my go? When someone sees like a friend and they're like, oh hiya, and the other friend's like, oh hi, right, like I'm obviously on my lunch break, and then they go and stand with him. Yeah, and they've jumped 5 people down in the queue. Yeah, not feeling that. No, you've got to wait your turn. Wait your turn, pal. The cakes will still be there. Anyway, that's what it's like. You're in the queue, you're in the queue, you're in the line. No one's pushing in, no one's elbowing in. Don't worry about it. This is chilled out queue time.
Although if these jump rings were at the end of the queue, I think I would be elbowing you all the way to get to them faster.
Oh, you'd be that one,
I would
wouldn't
be.
you?
For jump rings, for these quality, yeah, and for that price, I would. I'd be like a big basket. I'd be like hoarding them all towards me.
Like supermarket sweep,
Yeah,
you're just going and
as I
knocking
would
it
be.
into your basket. Brilliant.
That's what I do.
400 of those. Nice work to you all. Well done, ladies and gents. I've got another 400 coming up, but these are slightly different because these are the 5mm, so these are a larger one for us. Oh, I just love the amount. There's a huge amount in here. Again, let me lay them out properly so you can see them. So 5mm jump rings. Absolutely huge amount in there. These ones are your 5mm jump rings, and again you're getting 400. So 400 of your 5mm. What am I doing with the 5mm and maybe even the 4mm together?
Yeah, so you could do you remember the cross weave that we did, where we just
remember.
sections of three lots of 2 and then just done into different variations. You could do that with these ones definitely. You can do your European 4-in-1 with these weaves. These are perfect for the 7mm jump rings that I'm working with in my challenge for Japanese weaves.
Yes.
So the shoes that I did on the bridal show, they are those 2 sizes. They are the 7mm and the 5mm together.
Can I get those? Does anybody mind? These shoes are made with this set and the last set we've just did. If you want to have a look at how we did these, it's Monday, but look, this is the weave using this and that set but in a different colour. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning, and as you can see that is on a shoe, and honestly the weight of it is phenomenal. But that's what we've used. We've used the 5mm and the 6mm.
7mm.
Sorry, the 7mm
7mm.
in there, and they're 5. So just phenomenal look there. If you want to learn how to create this, then have a little look on the Monday show.
Yeah, it was the second designer inspiration.
Second designer inspiration. Have a little look back. So create this look and so much more with these. Your price point today for 400, $6.95. I love when you're really happy with the price because your face sort of squidges up like you've just had a sour sweet.
I'm so happy because people can now get top quality jump rings at a really affordable price and create chainmail, because before they were either really cheap from other places, really cheap and really rubbish quality, or really expensive and people couldn't afford the amount that they needed to do chainmail with. Whereas these, you've got absolutely everything. You've got perfect sizes, amazing cuts in them, and very, very cheap for the amount that you're getting.
Absolutely.
Amazing. I'm so happy for everybody that's getting them. All 3 lots that you've done, well, every single pack of jump rings that we've done, you need them all.
And the lovely thing is, even if you're brand spanking new and you haven't done chainmail before, we are going to be doing sort of a chainmail-esque demo in a little bit.
Yeah.
We're also going to be bringing to you, kind of other ideas of how to use this. You can just link one round to one round to one round to one round to make a chain. Like a Rolo-esque chain, really, couldn't you?
Or with the bracelet that's in the next kit on the earrings, all I've done is just piled them up on top of each other. So use them as spacers. Just use 7 or however many you want. Just use them like that. They look really lovely. Just stack them up or use them as spacers in a bracelet.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do chainmail with them, and because they, like we said before, they cut so brilliantly, it's not going to nick any elastic that it's on. It's not going to rip the elastic or catch your skin. Perfect.
Oh, it's lovely, Angelique. Hello, Angelique. She says, hi, favourite ladies. Can you tell me the best thickness of jump ring to use for a chainmail, please? Thanks, JM. Great show today. Good question.
So when you're making your jump rings for chainmail, I always tend to use a 1mm wire, because with a 1mm wire you can go at all the sizes that we do here. So from 5mm up to your 9mm. With a 0.8 wire, you could go up to about a 6mm outer diameter, 4mm inner diameter, but there's not a lot of strength in a 0.8 wire, so they have to be very, very small, because the strength of chainmail comes from how many is linked in together, if you like. So I always tend to stick with the 1mm wire upwards, so 1, 1.25, 1.5. You can make them out of the 2mm wire if you've got the bare copper wire that we've done before in 2mm.
Okay.
But no, stick with the 1mm and then experiment from there.
Experiment and have a little play with that from there on. Last chance to get your hands on these, because I know it says I've got 160, but actually that is not the case, because I have lots of people multi-buying, and it's not until it drops down lower that it takes it into account. Got more like 100, Dion's just said, so please do get them whilst you can. Well done to everybody, 400. I've got some more jump rings now, and these ones are the gold colour. Now these are 7mm for us here. Oh, I think probably that. These are, oh my gosh, I love the richness of gold on a jump ring.
Yeah.
I like the look of gold anyway, but on a jump ring, for some reason, it just looks even more decadent. Look at the amount again. Even though this is gold, real gold over the top, even though this is real gold that we've got over the top, it's astonishing that you're still able to get this amount, isn't it? That is just a beautiful appearance. Now, with our gold, have you seen the wowzers? You've got a massive amount here, 200 jump rings, 200 jump rings, which you've had to fully cover in gold, real 9-carat gold that we've got on these ones. Now, tell me a little bit about the look that gold gives us.
So my favourite design, if you like, is to mix the metals.
Yes.
And I think with the gold and silver together, it gives that real luxury finish to a piece, because it shows both of those metal colours, so the gold and the silver together. Gold, I tend to use for my green gemstones and my black gemstones. I tend to think that they create a more luxurious look when they're with the green. So if you took them with the peridot, say, that gold with that peridot would really shine through and make a really stunning piece. It's like I say, I tend to use gold more often than not in my winter type styles of chainmail. So like your sort of like red carpet look, if you like. You know, your black spinels and your lovely, if you've got any black diamonds or any of the grey diamonds, you know, that would be absolutely beautiful together. So yeah, they're fabulous, and like we just said, you need them all, because you can sort of mix the metals, or you can use them just by themselves.
Yeah, that peridot's at the bottom of your screen, by the way, and just to show it with that black of the spinel. Whoa. That peridot is at the bottom of your screen. It's the one, if you missed it, it's the peridot that we've seen all the adverts for. It's the peridot that we've been kind of, you know, drooling over for the last week and a half or so. 9 months in the making to get our hands on that. It's at the bottom of your screen now. Well done, everyone who's already got this. Your price point today for 200. It's enveloped in gold and it's $6.95. What do you think of that?
That's a fabulous price.
Isn't it just though? I mean,
yeah,
if you think
fabulous.
about it, if you think it's real gold over the top of this, real gold at the moment is it's very sporadic in its price. You know that gold essentially could change day to day basis. But at the moment, gold is going up slowly going up in price point, but it is going up, it's raising. Even from just a few months ago, it's done quite a dramatic price increase, because essentially gold is something that's harder and harder and harder to get your hands on at this time of year in particular, because in certain areas, you're just not able to run the kind of machinery and etc. that you would say in the later months of the year. So, you know, especially at this time. Hello ladies, today is jump ring heaven. I've tried to work with other brands. No. JewelleryMaker all the way for me. Thank you. Is that from Michelle? That's beautiful, thank you. You say this, you genuinely, obviously Fleur works here, but you say that you only buy our jump rings.
Only. I don't buy them from anywhere else now, nowhere else. And I've bought jump rings from America, from Canada, from Australia. I've had jump rings from all over the world, and I can say hand on heart, even if I didn't work here, these would still be the ones that I buy, because I know that they're the best quality that I can get at the best price that I can get with that cut. And it's chainmail's all to do with the cut in the jump ring, how well it goes back together to create a seamless look. And it's the difference between a professional piece of chainmail and sort of like one that you're trying to squeeze back together, because the jump rings won't go, you know, the ends won't go back together, it won't go into a perfect round circle, and it does alter the look of them.
Absolutely. you've got a question from Christine. Who says, what size of jump rings for the chrysanthemums weave and how many, please? Christina. Oh, hello, Christina.
So for the chrysanthemum weave, you don't need that many jump rings essentially. You need one large jump ring in the centre, so say a 9mm jump ring in the centre, and then with 50 you'd be able to go around. I tend to use the 6mm jump rings, so if you got them in the 9 carat gold that we had on sterling and silver, you need about 50. With a 50 you'd have a few left over, but you tend to work in about 20 per layer, and it's 2 layers for a chrysanthemum, but you only need one of the larger rings in the middle, and that ring's got to be big enough to take all 20 of the small rings on first.
Onto it. I hope that helped you, Christina. Thank you for messaging in. £6.95 for you on these ones. I've got so many in baskets. I know it says 100 and whatever at the bottom of the screen, but I tell you what, that number is way decreased because the amount of multi-buys, and I've got so many in baskets. Stay on the phone lines. You're in the queue. You're there. We know you're there. We'll be with you. If you're watching on the repeat, get on the phone right now because you don't want to be one of the last people to get this, or you don't want to just miss out. Hello, Anne. I also bought some elsewhere. Waste of my time and money. They were flimsy and cheap. Never again. Learned my lesson. JM all the way. And genuinely, you know, I've bought findings from other places before. You know, I've bought lots of findings from other places before, and snaps, they break, they feel flimsy, they don't actually do the job they're made for that well.
I've bought jump rings from places where obviously jump rings are sold mainly on weight, so people don't count out 200, they weigh 200, count out 200 and weigh them. I've had packets of jump rings from other places where they've got like little bits of wire left in them, which has obviously bumped up the weight, so they've weighed out however many grams for 200 or 100, and some of them are half jump rings, or they're like half a coil, or they're stuck together. Jump rings shouldn't really be all entangled together when you first get them in the bag. They should be all separate like they are here.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are because of the time and effort that we put into it. Thank you very much for sending that in, Anne. More jump rings, anybody? Rose gold this time. So we've had a lot of silver, we've had a bit of gold, and now we've got gorgeous rose gold. And rose gold is actually what you decided to work with on your shoes.
Yes. Just because they give that they work on everybody's skin type, rose gold. It's just, for me, they're pure luxury rose gold, absolute pure luxury, because it was always a metal, or always a colour that I could never afford when I was making jewellery, or when I was younger and I used to buy jewellery. I always wanted rose gold. My mum used to call it old gold because it's got like that rosy look to it. And yeah, so whenever I get the chance to use it, I always pick them.
Yeah, I do. And I like about it that for me it's a middle tone, it's a middle ground. A lot of people will say, oh, you know, are you a silver lady or are you a gold lady? But I think everybody is a rose gold lady. You might have your one go-to, but then everyone, I think, can kind of suit the rose gold colour. Yeah,
it can. It goes on everybody's skin tone because it's not a warm or a cold colour. No. It's right in the middle. So you've got your harsh, you know, some colours are quite harsh on some people's skin, some people's, you know, suit gold, more suit silver. Like you say, everybody, and made famous by that famous watch, it's now come right back into the forefront, and everybody wants rose gold.
Everybody wants it. Well done, everybody. Check out your baskets at just £6.95 for 200 of these. It is a colour that's going to go with so much, that's going to go with a lot of looks. I always think of rose gold as a pH 7. You know, on your pH scale, you get some quite alkaline. I always, for some reason, see silver as quite an alkaline colour, and gold can be more sort of acidic. This is right in the middle. That's that pH 7. It's that kind of baseline right in the middle, and it just goes with everything for me for that reason. It's not too harsh or too brash, but it is just a beautiful look.
Yeah, I think one of my favourite pieces, I've got a Peridot ring in rose gold, and that's one of my favourite pieces that I wear a lot. Yeah, and amethyst. I love amethyst with rose gold.
So you've gone for a Peridot with rose gold before?
Yeah, but I've got Peridot jewellery in gold, silver and rose gold. I have a lot of Peridot. Yeah, I do. As soon as I see it on our sister channel, then yeah, it's mine.
It does go really beautifully, doesn't it? Hello, Colette. Morning, ladies. Lovely designs, Fleur. Loving them. I'm working on a chainmail piece this morning. JM jump rings all the time. They are the best. A lot of people absolutely agree, and don't forget, people who are reading these messages, you know, do not forget for me that the people who do make chainmail and you know, you're all very, very savvy shoppers, you're all savvy buyers, and essentially you will shop around, you will try out other things, but it's names that keep coming up time and time and time again who have shopped around, like Colette and the others, who do know the quality. Look at it with that Colombian emerald. I think that looks phenomenal. Hello, Michelle. Love, love, love JM jump rings. Tried others and the coating was tough on the skin. Never, never, never again. Could you pan around to Fleur's designs, please? Dion goes, no, we're going over in a second. Like that. She didn't say it like that. She said it more like, no, we'll have a look in a bit. What did you say then, Dee? Said, we're going over to Fleur's designs in a second, okay? Like that. £6.95 for all of those ones. 200 pieces of these in total. Don't forget, we will be having a little look at Fleur's jewellery in around about 6 minutes. Around about, oh, here she is, look at her. All right, Dion.
Very shortly, we'll be going over to Fleur and see her designs in a second, and that's how I said it.
It's definitely not, is it? It's definitely not. Cut it now.
Whatever, Beck.
Whatever, Beck. Love it. That's my gorgeous producer, Dion, who, as you can tell, speaks like an angel. Okay, I've got for you some more that is going to go with this, because these are the rose gold as well. Not got as many of these ones though. 6 mil on these ones, and again, rose gold. Let me just show you, if I may, the matching colour as well, so that you can see the colour is just beautiful match. Rose gold, I've got, what size am I on here? 6 mil. 6 mil, so we've talked about 6 mil, really beautiful, easy to work with. But can you see I've got the 2 different sizes there, haven't I? So I've got a larger and a small one. But you could see how the colours absolutely bang on matching. And again, I've seen in certain places, even silver, which I think, well, silver's silver. No, you get different tones of silver, don't you?
Completely different tones. And what's so beautiful about the JewelleryMaker jump rings is they match our findings packs and our wires absolutely perfectly, because there will be some places where, you, like you say, you buy silver jump rings and then you get silver wire or silver chain to go with it, or a toggle clasp, and it's completely different.
Yeah,
ours match completely.
And one thing is, rose gold in particular is a really tricky one to match up.
It is, yeah, really difficult. I think it's because of all the elements that are in rose gold as well. So, like you say, ours is absolutely perfect, and they're perfect in the batches as well. I've bought jump rings, like rose gold jump rings, from a couple of months ago, and they're still the same, still the same colour. You know, there's no vast variation in any of the colours.
Yeah. We've, well done everybody, pricing today is £6.95. This is genuine real deal rose gold. It will match our findings packs, and it will match the colour of each other's if you do get both of those. I've had a message in from Sheena. Do we think that's how you say it? I hope it is. Can I say a huge thanks to JM, especially Fleur, for the prize necklace I received during the week. Unbelievable. It's even more impressive in real.
Oh, wonderful, thank you. I hope you enjoy wearing it.
Yeah, good luck for wearing it, and I hope you really, good luck for future competitions as well. Hello, Hannah in Cheshire. Hi, Hannah. Do we know each other, Hannah? I'm not sure we've met before, Hannah. Hello, Hannah. She says, please can you say happy birthday to my partner, Joe? We're both sat watching, trying not to give in to all the Brill bargains. And that is from Hannah. Oh, I would say that, Forsyth, I think. Happy birthday to your partner, Joe. What are you up to today for him? Well, you're obviously sitting, chilling out on a Sunday. Because it's your birthday, you are allowed to treat yourself to whatever you like, you are allowed to eat whatever you like, and you are allowed to just slob around all day. So happy birthday to you, wonderful Joe, and thank you for sending that in, Hannah. Have a fabulous afternoon. I'm going to make it even more fabulous, because we've had messages in saying, please, 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 can we do that opal before, way before Freeview? Dion says, yes, of course we can. She didn't say it like that. She says, yes, of course, we're going to treat you to it right now. When I showed this to Fleur earlier on, she was absolutely blown away. I got told, do you remember if you were watching yesterday, my director Ollie, who's on the cameras right now, he said to me, I've just done the recording, which is the thing behind me, of that opal for tomorrow. And I said, I'm not going to look at it, I don't want to look at it, I want to see it tomorrow. But he said, honestly, it is amazing. Fleur said it's one of the best opals she's ever seen at JewelleryMaker. I'm saying it's one of the best opals I've seen, full stop. This opal is above and beyond all recollection. This opal gives you every single ounce and inch of stunning beauty that you would hope and wish and pray that it could bring to you. Just for anyone who's watching now who says, okay, the opal looks pretty good, but I don't know if it's the best I've ever seen, you might be new to us. You might not have bought opal from us before. The lights in here do bleach out that colour, and essentially for me that's one of the reasons that opal is so fantastic when you get it home, because when you get this home you are going to be absolutely blown away by the look. I mean, look at that opalescence, look at that pin fire you've got. You've even got elements of harlequin within here and elements of the eye opal as well in there, because the quality is so spectacular. Fleur guessed that this would be the £90 mark earlier. It's not going to be. Oh my gosh, honestly, I'm looking at it now, and honestly, I'm finding it hard to get my words out, but I'm just absolutely, my socks are knocked off with this, because I have got every kind of essence of pin fire I would expect. So I've got pin fire, which is when it's like needles of light, of colour. I've got flash, which is when it kind of melts in colour into another. I've got harlequin-esque as well. Obviously it's not harlequin. If it was harlequin opal, then it would be tens of thousands of pounds, but it has almost got that cross pattern, and I have got every kind of opalescence I could hope for and wish for across one of these, and I have got opalescence in every single one. I have got that element of beauty and that element of colour pop in every single one, and that's not something I get to say about opal. But also, I've got some of the biggest pieces of colour playing opal I've ever seen. Do you want to see it? And please just bear in mind it's going to be 10 times better in real life, but just take a look at this for me. It's beautiful. You're not going to be disappointed. You're just not. You can see a tiny bit of green there, can't you? Tiny bit. Can you see it on that one? Imagine that green, but panning across in blues, in reds, in pinks, in oranges, on every single one. Because that's what you get. That is what you're getting. Louise is saying, that's half the price I was expecting, so I've bought two. Obviously, yeah. That Fleur said earlier, because she's seen a lot of opal, and you love opal,
yeah,
don't
I do.
you?
I absolutely adore opal.
Yeah.
But for me, this strand, it's like ordering Mr. Bean and getting Brad Pitt.
Yes.
You get it home.
Absolutely, it is, isn't it?
It's that kind of.
Give you so much more. Fleur guessed that this would be a £90 strand. I promised you earlier it would be less than 85. I was then very naughty and promised you that actually it would be less than 75. You ready? This won't happen again. £34.95 for what is genuinely the best of the beautiful pieces of your opal. Anne's made this necklace for us, which we've been looking at, goes great with the gold. Fleur, when you heard that price, well, I actually said to you initially, I think it's $39.95, and you were like, wow, really? And I was like, I know, it's amazing. It's actually $34.95.
Do you know, most of the time when we stand here as guest designers, we go, oh, if I was at home, I'd buy that. I truly am gutted that I can't buy that. This is the only strand that I've ever seen that I would literally run outside if I had my phone with me to actually buy it, because you're never going to see that again. No. I've never seen anything like that. We may get more of it, I don't know, but from what I've seen in the past, this is the best strand. And I can see reds from here, I can see oranges from right the way from over here, and just as you're moving it, it's just amazing.
It is absolutely astonishing, and you even get a mass of opalescence in those big ones.
Yeah.
And I mean, For a big one like that, literally all you need is one on a piece of sterling silver chain, and that for me would be the type of piece that I would just fall in love with time and time and time again.
With the second kit with the curved tubes, so just put one in the middle of a curved tube, you know, and make a bracelet or that like I did with the pearl necklace. So I would, if you bought the second sterling silver kit and the add-on kit, this would be amazing to go with it, because those silver, those sterling silver beads would go beautifully inside. And again, I would just make a beautiful bracelet, so I could see it all the time.
Rosemary says, I've not got many of these left. Rosemary says, gorgeous Becky, I've never heard of Ethiopian until heard you talking about it on JM. I am completely in love and awe with this strand. Honestly, Rosemary, when you get this home, you're going to be jumping up and down. That is honestly how I would feel.
You would.
That is how, that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like jumping up and down. You're going to feel like you know, a kid again. You're going to. Woohoo! Got mine, says Wendy. Well done, Wendy. I've got to go now because I've got to squeeze this kit in really quickly. But to every single one of you, congratulations. I'm getting my hands on that opal, and I've got to say that is going to be one of those pieces that if you can purchase two, I would say purchase two, because I've never seen anything like that before, ever. And I don't just mean here at JewelleryMaker, I mean on the likes of our sister channels as well. Never seen anything like that. You're not going to be disappointed. I promise, promise. You're going to love it. I'm sure you are. Okie pokey, I'm here with Fleur for our final kit of the day, and not many of this kit available. I've only got 52.
Oh, that's not enough.
No, I know.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. So if you want it, come and get in on the phone right now. I'm going to show you through the elements, and you'll be able to see how far this goes when you look at the amount Fleur's made.
Yeah. Oh, this and I've still got this left.
Big bag full left.
Big bag full left, and necklace collars left as well.
Oh, loads.
Yeah, so what?
Because you do get the necklace collars in here, which we all love and adore, don't we?
Yes,
we really do. 5 of those ones you're getting in total, and those ones are in that beautiful kind of rose golden tone that we have here for you there today. I'll pop them there so you can see them. I've then got for you a big selection of your jump rings. So I'm getting 2 packs of your jump rings. And that one that's just rolling away. I've got 2 sets of your jump rings. You're going to be getting the 200 pieces in the 5 and the 6 mil. 200 pieces in each, so 400 in total. I've then got all of this shell pearl as well. You've got big, bold, chunky pieces in that kind of, how are we describing that? How do you describe that? That's like an old gold,
old gold, yeah.
Gilded look, gilded colour. I've got your purest of whites, which is just beautiful. And then I've got kind of a little tone of peachy backgrounds to those ones. You can see the quantity of this is going down dramatically. You've got 400 jump rings in total, 5 of those neck bands and 4 of these shells. I've got 30 left approximately. Price point today for all of this, that's why it's flown out the door. It's £27.95 for you to get your hands on these today. So that price point is just phenomenal. And the fact of the matter is, you've got a lot of jump rings in here. You've got loads of jump rings in here, but they're going to go far.
A long, long way. Yeah, a long way. Because especially with the weaves that we've done with this kit, we've managed to squeeze them into quite a few pieces.
And you've actually used these sizes for the sweet pea. They're the perfect size.
Yeah,
sweet pea's got to be one of my favourites. I think it's just adorable.
It's absolutely beautiful as little sections, and that's using the 6mm outer diameters.
So this one is the sweet pea design that we're talking about, and these sizes are absolutely perfect for it. I just think it is so elegant, really beautiful. Hello, Leanne says, wow, Fleur, wish I had just a small bit of your talent. Amazing jewellery. Hope to see you again soon.
And Leanne makes the most beautiful jewellery. She makes absolutely stunning jewellery. But thank you, Leanne, that's really kind. Thank you.
That is lovely. This is about to sell out, so please treat yourself to it whilst you can. What are we going to be demoing today?
So I'm going to do the necklace that you're wearing, and
which
it's
I love. I have to say, it wears so nicely.
It really does, doesn't it? I'm really pleased with how it's looks on as well. It's a really simple weave. It's probably one of the easiest ones that you're ever going to do, but it's fabulous for beginners. And I wanted to do a beginner weave with this because I think with the rounds as well, if nobody's ever decided to start jewellery making before, ignore the jump rings. These are perfect
rounds
for you.
are fab,
The rounds are
aren't they?
perfect as well. And these necklace collars are amazing.
Just to interrupt again, sorry, that kit has sold out. Well done to everyone who got it. That most amazing, the best we've seen, Opal, is coming back on your screen at what I take as a half price. It's not,
half price.
but from what I expected, it's half price.
Yeah, that's, well, you know what I thought it was straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's back up on your screen. I've not got a huge amount left, but I've got a look at it. And that's just on a recording. Wait till you get that home. You're going to love it. $34.95 is astonishing. Okey pokes, Fleur.
So we're going to, what I just want to quickly run through as well, because if there's some new people watching that have never done chainmail before but bought some of the kits with the jump rings in there, just how to open and close your jump rings and how to just construct a really simple chain. So whether you're left-handed or right-handed doesn't really matter with chainmail, but what I tend to say is a dominant hand and a non-dominant hand. Dominant hand being me, I'm right-handed, so this is, I hold everything in my non-dominant hand and I use my right hand or my dominant hand to actually open and close. When you get the jump rings, you will see that you can hardly see the cut there at all. The cut is so fine in them, they're so amazing. Run your finger along them and you'll feel where the cut is rather than see it. Pop that cut up to the top, so it's at the top, holding the jump ring in your non-dominant hand, getting hold, and you have to hold quite a section of it. Don't try and hold it on the end because it's going to slip off and it will mark your jump ring.
Okay.
Holding your jump ring, and all you're going to do with your dominant hand is twist it towards you. So I just didn't get the cut completely at the top there.
So you want the clock it to be at like 12 o'clock, don't you?
That's it. So it's just at the top. So all we're going to do is open it towards you. So all I've done is I've opened it a small amount there towards me. Now you always open the jump rings towards you. If I just turn it on profile, you can see. So if you can see there, because I've turned it towards me, then if I wanted to scoop a jump ring up, I can use that to scoop. Oops, sorry, I have to go straight out the shot. So I can use that to scoop the jump ring up. If you open it the other way, you won't get that to scoop up any jump rings, and you won't be able to weave it in properly. So as you're weaving it into a chainmail weave, you tend to weave in going from front to back rather than back to front, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, when you're closing your jump ring, now because metal has a memory, if you just go back to the closure point there, it will want to spring slightly towards you. So what you need to do is just go slightly past the end and then back, and you may sometimes hear a little click. You'll feel it as it hits the side, and you can see there now that that's gone back together without even being able to see it. Now it looks perfect from the side. What you must always make sure is it looks perfect from the front as well, and you can see there that that cut is gone completely back together. So when you're opening and closing your jump rings, just take the time just to look at all your closures, so as it looks on the front and as it looks on the back. Never be tempted to pull your jump ring apart like this, okay, because it will never ever go back together as a full circle. You can see now I've made that into a right hash. But you know, you can damage your jump rings if you open them by the side, always front to back. So when you're wanting just to create the chain that we've got there, so take one of your open jump rings, and as you can see I've got it open towards me. All we're going to do is pop on two of our jump rings, our closed jump rings, and we know that they're perfectly closed, and close that jump ring, and then all I'm going to do is, holding that, take another open jump ring and scoop up two, so you can see how easy it was just to scoop them up, pop that one through. So a little bit like the first demonstration that we did, nice and simple. So you create a chain of 2 into 1, and it's called 2 into 1 because you've got 2 jump rings into 1. Now just to connect it onto the necklace band, very simple, a bit like we did with the beaded bead, really simple. Lay it over the top of your necklace collar, taking an open jump ring and connecting the first 2. Oops, sorry, if I take that one, take there. So you always need 2 to start. So take the first 2, pop your jump ring through, and then just pop it over the top of your necklace collar and connect it into whichever ones you feel, you know, it will sit properly. So all you're going to do is connect 2 to 2 and close that jump ring, And there you have that onto there. And you take a little bit more time and count. I've used the smallest jump rings in this weave. I've used the 5mm jump rings, which is why it looks slightly different to the one that Becky's wearing, because it's more open in this one. So the 5mm jump rings are absolutely perfect and will sit across that necklace collar beautifully, and it's all attached in, and it's not going to pull off. It's not going to come loose because you've attached chainmail into chainmail with that jump ring. But it's really high impact, but really simple.
It really is high impact. Very, very comfortable to wear as well, which is lovely, isn't it? Really nice. Thank you for showing us that. We had a text in. Jan, guest designer, text in.
Did she?
Yeah. Eileen's text in saying, "Hi ladies, brilliant show. Designs amazing and great tips, Fleur. Now I know where I was going wrong, thanks."
No. It is all to do with the closures, opening and closure of those jump rings, and like we said before, it takes a piece from looks like it's a professional piece of jewellery with those closures. The first thing that people do when they see chainmail is they pick it up because it's very tactile. If they feel a tiny little bit of wire sticking out, a bit like your wirework designs, they're going to go, "Oh no, that's not for me," because it will scratch you, it will catch on your clothes, and if you've got a jump ring that's not closed properly, it could work itself loose, which means then it destroys your design.
How weird's this? Jan, guess who's just walked in? Deb Rudge has just walked in. Hi Deb Rudge, how are you?
My ears be burning or something.
Well, I was saying the other day how I accidentally called you Jan twice in front of a whole workshop of people, and I had no idea.
I thought you were winding me up.
No, I wasn't. I don't know why. Weird, I just got a text. And then yesterday when I introduced Jan, I told her the story and I nearly called her Deb Rudge. Don't worry,
they're not the same person.
They're not even slightly.
Nope.
Hi Jan, hi ladies, great show. I got 2 of the beautiful opal strands. If you want one, Fleur, sure.
Yes, please. And Jan, I've got those pearls for you as well that I got you for you last week.
Swapsies. That beautiful opal is here if you want it. It's $34.95, and just look at it again.
Oh, it's just amazing.
You
can just see it, the greens and the pinks and the orange. I mean, it's like vibrant neon pink that's coming out of some of those.
It's just amazing.
Beautiful.
It really is.
Could look at the flowers.
It's astonishing, isn't it? Oh. I've got that gorgeous Peridot here for you as well. £39.95 for you today. 90 carats worth there, and it's 6 mils in size for you today. CDGP 43. This is the one, if you've missed it, this is the one that we've been seeing all of those kind of adverts for and everything else of late. So just phenomenal. What were you going to say, Poppy?
It looks lovely with this kit. Looks beautiful with this kit.
Yeah, with the rose
gold. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right actually. Oh, I like the idea of that. Oh, actually, do you really love the idea of maybe popping?
Just one on either end, yeah. One on either end, perfect.
One on either end. Just by the S-class. Like that, it's a perfect size as well, actually.
It is absolutely perfect, yeah.
Size. So well done for everyone who did get their hands on that one. Now, we are about to lose you on Freeview, which is an utter shame. Why don't you watch us on your laptop or on your tablet or on your computer or on your phone? All you have to do is go to JewelleryMaker.com or download the app for free. It's really easy to do. Really easy. Just go to your Play Store, type in Jewellery Maker, we'll pop up, download it, done. If you are losing us now though, we are sad, because after the break I'm going to bring to you more treats galore. After the break I'm going to have some more perfect for chainmail pieces, but I'm also going to have more gemstones, and I've got more Wall of Fame, and we're seeing the Sunday experience, and there's loads going on. So do stay tuned, because lots of treats for you. Me and Fleur will be back on the other side of this break, and if we're losing you now, have a lovely afternoon. See you all in a few minutes.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow as she brings you a fascinating DVD that teaches you how to create all of your important findings that are essential to everybody's collection. Gemma will take you through step by step to create all of your finishing touches that bring your pieces to life, essential for all jewellery makers. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck!
The latest edition of the Lure book is now available. This highly regarded gemstone encyclopedia features over 1,300 pages full of facts and knowledge. Discover the places, the people and the stories behind every gemstone. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
JewelleryMaker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, JewelleryMaker are never far away.
Oh, my name's Sheila and today I've been on the macrame wirework course. It's a brand new course. I was a little bit worried as to how it was going to go on because when I did another macrame course I had a bit of a problem getting everything to work, but Mark is extremely patient. He's been very good going around with everybody and making sure that they're happy with what they're doing, and if you do get stuck on anything it's not a problem, he just comes around and sorts it out for you. I think the macrame wirework course is going to be a real good seller because you can do so much with it. There are so many different techniques within it which make it look complicated, but it isn't really. When you break them down it's quite simple, and I would thoroughly recommend it to anyone who wants to do a workshop.
Welcome everybody to JewelleryMaker. Thank you very much for joining us today. If you're watching us on the repeat, good morning. If you're watching us live, I hope you're having a lovely afternoon on this lovely Sunday. My name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky. And this is Fleur.
You just call me Fleur.
Yeah. So I have got for you today loads and loads of treats. We've already had an amazing peridot we've all been waiting for, Colombian emerald. I've had the best strand of opal we've ever seen in rondelles here, and I've got more coming up. But first off, we're going to get inspired by you at home. Start off with lovely Fleur.
Okay, I've got number 445 in a stunning blue piece here, and this is from Anne-Marie. It says, this is my entry for this week. Another piece for my daughter, turquoise cab and wire from JewelleryMaker. Love the show, going to miss Zena when she changes channels, and that's from Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, that's beautiful. Turquoise
really lovely colours.
Wow.
Really lovely colours in
beautiful.
There. Thank you for that. 448 is here, and this is Andrea. Hello, Andrea. Good morning all. Not emptied for a while, lost my mojo. So here's a bracelet a friend asked me to make for them. It's sterling silver bracelet with pink quartzite. Could I ask when you will be getting more 925 jump rings in, please? We've had some 925 on today, haven't we? We have had some on today, so I hope you got some. You are 448 for you.
I love those watch style bracelets where you have the gemstone just over the top of your wrist.
It's comfy as well,
really
isn't it?
Nice. Great stack of bracelets as well, so you can have quite a few.
Oh, different colours.
Yeah, with
the
the opal.
Love that. 448's your number, my love.
Okay, I've got number 446. beautiful colours in this, really autumnal colours. It says, "Hi JM, this is my submission for the Wall of Fame this week. This is a bracelet made with druzy beads, gold colour and antique bronze wire, all from JewelleryMaker. The magnetic clasp is from my stash. I love making rosary link pieces, and the theme of most of my jewellery is about easy to use pieces that either have large hooks or magnetic clasps for those people that find jewellery difficult to take on and off. So far, this has been a success, and my friends, relatives and customers always, with my friends, relatives and customers, always hoping for a win." And that's good luck to everybody, and that's from Sarah in Gloucestershire. Really lovely. And you're right, those magnetic clasps are so easy.
Thank you so much for sending that in. Love those antiques bronze colours you've got running through there. Wowzers, look at this.
Oh my god.
$4.49 here, and this is in from Sonia. Hello Sonia. Hi all. A moth inspired by Rachel Norris. I used JM cabs and labradorite magnesite, bronze shell pearl and abalone rounds. In fact, everything from JewelleryMaker. I would love a win, as funds are low at the moment, but good luck to everyone. And that is from Sonia Buckle. That is just stunning. I love the way you've used all the shapes and everything else. I just think that's phenomenal. Well done to you. 449 is your number. I've got number 447. Really beautiful, this piece. And this is, it says, "Good morning all. This week, my entry for this week is a multi-stranded necklace with blue striped agate and wax cord from JewelleryMaker and silver spaces from my stash. Thanks JewelleryMaker for all the great inspiration, deals and entertainment. Good luck to all on the Wall of Fame." And that's from Colette in County Cork. Colette, that is stunning. Isn't that beautiful? Lovely
really
Colette,
lovely.
as always. Really
Gorgeous.
nice that. I like the graduation in it. Speaking of really nice, I've got a bargain here. Would you like to get a set of strands that are going to work out less than £5 each? Go on then. Stop by. If you want a bargain, you have to bulk buy. That's a general rule, isn't it? That's what we all know. We generally understand that. We understand that if we want a bargain, then we get quite a few things, the price will be dropped, because a lot of companies, it's all about the quantity that they want to get rid of. So if you're going to buy a massive shipment of it, of whatever it might be, then that means they don't have to spend more time, energy and effort trying to sell to someone else, spending more money on promotion, because you buy it all. They're going to give you a great price, because it's going to save them money in the long run. You've got a big offer here. It's a substantial amount. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't something that we're saying, oh, I'd work with all these together. You could, but this is more about topping up that stash, giving you those, oh no, I've run out of something moments. Oh, hang on, I've got my 10-strand stasher. Let's get started looking at it, shall we? Purple banded agate I've got there for you, and these ones are your 8mm round. I just think they are phenomenal in their look, and do you know what I pair it with? This hematite. That hematite is a phenomenal colour, isn't it? It's not the normal hematite colour. You know when we do hematite and it's and you get the multicoloured look to it? This one's a slightly different coating to my eye. It's still described as rainbow, but there's much more of those golden purples that just match so phenomenally well. 200 carats of those ones, and they are approximately a 12x6 drop on those ones. I've then got this really dainty, really delicate of the rosed pink. Now this is your faceted shell that we've got here. The lovely thing with a shell is we are able to facet it, so you get this sparkle, you get that shine, but you also get almost kind of a hint of a diffused light that you might expect to see something similar on a pearl itself. Those ones are an 8mm round, and I've got another strand like it, but we're putting the sunshine on the roses now with that lovely sunshine colour. And again, those ones are your 8mm. They just work beautifully alongside it yet again. I'm also bringing in here, big pieces of agate. 10mm on those ones. It's got a carnelian-esque colour to it, but it is actually an agate. And you can see that mainly due to the kind of the way in which this is built up and the way in which you get these kind of striations throughout it, and this kind of I always think it's kind of planetary banding upon them, so a big amount there on those ones. Those are 10mm for you. Bringing to you also just a little hint of blue, which I think goes really nicely with that purple. Do you think so? Stunning, isn't it?
Really nice.
This is your blue, really, really stunning, and it is a vibrant blue, quartzite, 6mm on those, 80 carats worth in total. And bring in as well another strand, which again goes really nice. I'm going to pop it on that side because I love it on this side. Hints again of those kind of purpley tones in the back palette of it, although it is obviously a pink strand there with a real nice different selection of colours that is just bursting across the top of that. And then bring in another more neutral-esque tone. Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Looking at around about an 8mm on those ones. And again, very much a carnelian look to it, isn't it? Very much that, because you've got that different kind of heats and depth, a really beautiful multicoloured banded agate there in the 8mm. And then I'm going to add some texture. Whoa. And that is texture and a half. Look at the amount. Huge amount of that beautiful, beautiful apatite, absolutely huge amount, double strand worth there. So you're getting a lot, you're getting 300 carats worth, which isn't something we get to say often about apatite. And it is that beautiful, naturally occurring colour, you know, this isn't a dye or a treatment. It does look out of this world, but actually it is naturally occurring. Mother Nature is just amazing sometimes. And then, where should I pop this one? Let's pop this one on this side as well. Or that side. Goes with both, actually. Amethyst. Amethyst that distinctly looks like ametrine with all those yellow areas in there, but who am I to judge? This is a gorgeous amethyst strand here, and the glow on it is really epic, isn't it? You're getting so much within there. Now, I've got for you here 10 strands. I promised you that they would be under £5 each. If they were bang on £5 each, you know you're getting yourself a bargain, because usually individually £6.95 is the lowest price we can go to on an individual strand. If these were £5 each, it'd be £50. Absolute bargain. Yes please, thanks, don't mind if I do. I need to top up my stash. I'm running low on gemstones. I've never tried a neon apatite before, but I love all the others, so I may as well give it a go. Your price point today, £24. £24 on the nose, on the dot, that's it. Do you know how much that is per strand? Approximately £2.40.
I did maths.
Yeah. That's phenomenal, isn't it? £2.40 for a beautiful. You couldn't buy yourself a decent coffee for that price point.
No, you couldn't. You could. That's do you know them meal deals that you get from garages and boots and that kind of things? You can't.
Soggy bread.
That's it. You can't even.
No flavour sometimes.
And all the flavour of crisps have gone, and you can't even buy that for that.
No, you can't. Fiona. Oh, what lush would de-string and put them in my crystal sweet bowl. Just hope I remember they are not sweet. I love that, Fiona. Yeah, you could do, couldn't you? Just de-strand them, pop them in a lovely bowl, having a genuine gemstone bowl of treats. It'd be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
It's really nice to. I mean, yeah, I've got one of those where I've got all my odds and ends. I just like putting my hands in them and swishing them around. They feel really lovely. And then just picking one out and having a look at it individually. Really
Absolutely. Good. I'd be doing some sort of gemstone tree-esque piece with these, I think, because there's just so much on there, and because you have got little bud colours in there as well. Hello to Denise. Got mine. Amazing. Well, yeah, £2.40 is amazing for anything, let alone for a beautiful, and this to me is an ametrine. The reason we call it amethyst sometimes is because some of them will just be amethyst. We can't call it ametrine if there's not going to be a perfect split of each colour. So this is an amethyst, but you've definitely got citrine colours running through there. Well done to everybody who got those. Absolutely massive amount. What box did you say on the table, my love? got for you gold jump rings. If you're just tuning in now, tell you what, jump rings galore we've been having today. We've been having a ball with our jump rings. If you've just tuned in or you're watching on the repeat, get on the phone, especially if you're watching on the repeat, I would say, because we've had big quantities taken of our jump rings. These are your gold copper jump rings. Now, for people who are watching on the repeat, Fleur, what can we do for a 6mm jump ring like these ones, please?
Yeah, so you can do your Byzantine weave, your sweet pea weave, your barrels weave, your 2-into-1 like the necklace that you're wearing. You know, you can just do a simple 2-into-1 weave like that. There's a lot that you can do with these. You can, if you're into your, there's one called Viper basket, so you can do a Viper basket with this kind of size. There's lots. Again, we can be here for hours saying about which weaves we can do, and the more I look at, more come towards you as well. You know, when you're thinking about the weaves. There's lots, so it's not like you can only do one style with this size. You could do at least 20 to 30 that we've brought here. So you could do the butterfly weave with these ones, which is a really pretty little weave, the butterfly, and the Mobius ring, which everybody knows is a simple, you know, just 3 rings to make a Mobius style connector.
Wonderful to do lots of different looks then. So come on in, get them whilst you can. You've got 200 of these. They've got real gold over the top of them. Your price point today? Just £6.95 for 200 of these, and they are gold. And you know, we know that when you're buying gold jump rings, we're used to paying more, aren't we? And you must have found that, not just shopping at, you know, at other places.
Yeah, oh yeah, and most of the time they're not gold plated,
no,
they're gold coloured.
Gold coloured,
yeah. And with chainmail, obviously from the nature of chainmail of them being linked together, if they aren't coated absolutely perfectly, then it could I've had jump rings from other places where the coatings come off straight away because of the jump rings rubbing against each other in a chainmail design. But I've had pieces that I've made from JewelleryMaker jump rings for the last 3-4 years, and you know, they're still as perfect as the day that I made them.
They are, aren't they? I've actually, when you're saying about jump rings that you've kind of, you know, worked with and the colours come off straight away, I've actually had findings for kind of card making findings, but I've had findings that have actually discoloured and rubbed the metal off each other whilst they've still been in the bag.
Yeah.
So they've rubbed against each other.
Yeah, oh, you do. Sometimes you'll find jump rings that have been coated, you know, like that you from other places. And you just think how, you know, it couldn't have had it must have just been threatened with the colouring and then moved away.
Moved on. Yeah, absolutely. So £6.95, genuinely, for real gold over the top is phenomenal. Well done to everyone. You're still coming through for this one. You're still allocating it away, so do feel free to treat yourself whilst you can. Got some rose gold now for you. Rose gold for you here. These ones are really cutesy dainty. Now, rose gold. Something that's hard to buy, isn't it, Fleur, actually?
It is, yeah. If you search for rose gold plated jump rings, you won't find them. You'll find the coloration of copper. You could either have copper coloured or bare copper. You can find those, but you can't find rose gold plated jump rings. It's very, very difficult, and when you do buy them, they're too expensive to actually make chainmail with, because you'd need, you know, quite a few to make a chainmail bracelet, and at that price that you find them at, it makes it too expensive to actually make it, to sell it, or to give it as a gift, which is what I've found personally, you know, with looking at jump rings everywhere.
So today, when you've got a treat like the price I'm about to show you, you may as well get them, hadn't you? At this price, £6.95.
Well, I had gemstones left over from that third kit, and I used that size for the necklace that you're wearing. So with the gemstones I had left over, I'd buy this as an add-on to that kit and make another one of those necklaces. Definitely.
Absolutely. Phenomenal. You can make one of those necklaces beautifully.
Yeah.
And it would go nicely with the shoes as well, wouldn't it, actually?
Yeah, they're exactly the same size as what are in the shoes for the Japanese weaves. The 5mm jump rings are really versatile as your spacer, the ones that hold them all together with the Japanese weaves. You always need 2 different sizes. They're great for the helm weave as well as the small jump rings.
So just really very versatile.
Yeah, every size that we do here are sort of like so versatile. You can get obscure sizes at other places, and they're limited of how many weaves you can do with them. With our jump ring sizes, it's been really thought out that we can do lots of weaves with these jump ring sizes.
And don't forget, with our rose gold ones that we have here, they match our findings packs. So you're getting that look, you're getting that appeal, you're getting something that can go with your chain and doesn't look a bit, oh, hang up, that's a bit off. You're getting something that works nicely with it as well. So well done to everyone. I'd actually say these with the opal.
Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be beautiful with the opal, yeah.
Sorry, did a horse just walk in then? That was really odd, wasn't it? I know, I was. That confused me halfway through. Yes, it was me, but I didn't feel like it was me. It was like an out-of-body neigh, that was. Look, this is that best opal that myself, Fleur, and... Oh, look at it. Oh, seriously. Look at the pearlescence. Look at the opalescence. Can you see it here, here, and here as it is the light?
Should get Deb in to have a look at it because Deb's not seen it. See her reaction from it.
So should.
Shall I go and get her?
So should. I will do in a bit. I'm going to recap this in a bit. Yeah, let's get her then. Love that. Goes nice with the rose gold though, doesn't it? Rose gold. Beautifully. Okay, well done everyone. Not many of those left yet. Oh, they've gone in me brew. You joking? It's alright, I'll drink around them. Right, where are we going? Okay, folks. Oh, the brush detail jump rings. Now, we actually had a little bit of a demonstration with these earlier on, didn't we, Fleur?
Did, yeah, in the first kit.
In the first kit. We had if you remember, we had a bracelet that we did a demo with, and it was with these jump rings. They are your brush detail closed jump rings. So we can do lots of different shapes with you, lots of different pieces with your closed jump rings, and it just gives you a different look with this brush detail.
It does. They've got a real shimmer to them. They sort of like shimmer. The light shimmers across them. A little bit like do you know the silver stardust? Sterling silver beads, the spacers. Yeah. A little bit like that. That kind of reminiscent to that. Really lovely. They're great for, again, your Japanese weave. So if you've got the rose gold and these ones, you can create, a section of the shoes, that kind of weave with them. But I think these are fab. And I've got a Wheaty style bracelet with these. I bought 3 packets and I made a really nice bracelet with them.
Yeah, really beautiful, don't they? And they do give a lovely texture. Low quantity opportunity, price point today. Yep. It's because you're watching on a Sunday and because management aren't in, we can't do prices like this generally on other days. So you're watching on a Sunday, management aren't in today. Sometimes management are in at weekends, sometimes, but they're just not this weekend. Scott's booked it off, so we've been let loose. Imagine living at a zoo and the workers just going one day, shall we lock up? Nah, let's not bother. Let them run wild. The wildebeest are going loopy, the lions are just chilling out in trees, you've got giraffes, nosing into cars. It's like that. Bagsy the giraffe. Okay, folks, got for you. Now, what did you say, Bobby? Thought you did. Some gorgeous gold jump rings. These ones are your gold jump rings that we've got here for you, like the ones we had earlier, but they're slightly smaller in size. 5mm, these ones. They work perfectly with the ones that we had earlier on, which I think were the 6mm, 6 or 7mm. These are giving you so much shine and so much sparkle, and when you've got rings like this, you need to remember that we've got a serious amount of gold in here because you've got a lot of metal. Because we've made so many of these, you will use a lot. Well, look at the gram weight. You've got 15 grams worth of metal in here. That, of course, is inclusive of the copper, but you've got a big amount of metal in here that we do have to envelop in that gold. And a lot of places that we're getting gold, a lot of mines at the moment, are going bankrupt before they even open, because essentially what happens is when you purchase a mine, you can't just get gold out of the ground on the first day. Certain gemstones, really, you can, but you can't. The process to make gold and create gold from what we get out of the ground and taking it into the centrifuge and all of these other, additives and taking away and all of this, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort and a lot of money. So actually when we're getting our hands on gold, a mine can have been open for a good year and a half before they even get any gold to make to sell. So a lot of mines are going bankrupt within the first, year and a half, 2 years, because essentially it's just pure money. It's pure loss for that amount of time. And that means in the current climate, as it is over the world, a lot of places, more than usual and more than we're used to, are absolutely running out of money to fund gold. So when we get it, at this time, at this moment in time, I would say get it whilst you can, because I don't know if you've noticed, but the price of gold is going up. It's going up steadily. It has been for the last sort of a month or so. So get it whilst you can, because we bought this when it was still dipping. Your price point today is that astonishing £4.95 for you today. I can say it because there's no management here, and what are they going to do? Yeah, £4.95 for you today for this, and it's genuine real deal gold enveloping these. It is that beautiful, and do not forget for me whatsoever, when you've got that amount of people you know, working and closing down these kind of mining areas, it is something that's a bit of a shame really to get your hands on. Something when it goes up in price and you think, I wish I'd have bought it when it was lower in price, and when it dipped. When we're buying gold now, we've seen that price point rise, and we really have. It really has been noted to us that we're seeing it. So honestly, get it whilst you can, because these are jump rings that we love to use. Even if you're not into your chainmail, just doing a link to a link to a link to a link is going to be fantastic. Please do check out those baskets when you get the opportunity to do so on this, because you know, your names have got off my screen, and when your names drop off my screen, there's a big load of others before that I can't see until it comes up into my second category. So at this moment in time, probably got about 100 of these gone, I've just been told, in total, and there are in baskets. How many are in baskets, Dee? 21. She's got the right calculation. Got 21 in baskets, so please do check those out. I've got to do a real quick one now, because those are going to sell out. Oh, these are the babies of the other ones. Not literally. Have a little look. 100 of these textured jump rings. These are your closed textured jump rings. I don't think I've seen these ones before. Let me show you them in comparison. These are your large ones. They've never been on air by themselves. They've never ever been on air by themselves. And it's Zoo Day Sunday. You've got all of these really cutesy little bitty ones here. These are your 6mm. With your closed jump rings, you can still create chainmail designs. You can open them up if you want to, but you can still use your chainmail designs with these ones. You can use them when it says, you know, use your closed jump ring. These are the types of ones that you put there when you're reading your instructions on this. I absolutely love and adore jump rings like this set into my polymer clay. They're flying out the door as quickly as a bat out of somewhere they've just turned the light bulb on. Your price point today on these ones is just okay. Nobody saw that coming, did they? Nobody saw that coming. I'm going to say it because management aren't here. I'm going to say it, and it's going to feel really nice. £3.95. Oh, my face really enjoyed that. My face enjoyed that a lot. It's going... Oh, it's sold out. Sorry. But do you know what? That was enjoyable to say, wasn't it? Did you say it with me? I'm now about to sing a song. No, not really. I'm headed over to the wall of... No, I'm not. I'm headed... Right, wait. Rewind. Can you edit that bit out? Cool. We'll go again, yeah? I'm about to head on over to meet the lovely ladies at the Sunday Experience. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How are we all today?
Fabulous.
Yes. Hello, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
You've made, as we could see here, quite a fair few pieces today, Joanne.
I know, between us we've made a phenomenal amount of jewellery.
They got given the 10-strand bundle that we had earlier on, didn't you?
It was absolutely lovely, and we got to select which colours we wanted to work with out of the bundle.
Fab.
And then you provided us with wonderful findings to play with too.
We've given you lots of extra treats, haven't we, to play with. I love what you've done with these designs. So you went for quite a warm sort of autumnal tones, didn't you?
Yes, I selected gold, which sort of matches the outfit that I'm wearing.
It does actually,
yes,
yeah.
That's what I thought. That was my inspiration.
It is just beautiful. How long have you been making jewellery for, Joanne?
Oh, a very long time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you still loving it as much?
Oh, I absolutely adore making jewellery, and I loved coming here to see the designs and the jewellery in person.
Oh, good. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I'm going to have to get you all to have a look at this opal for me in a bit as well, because I'm just in love and I want everybody to see it. Thank you very much, Joanne. I'm heading on over now to Marie. Hello, Marie.
Hi.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
What have you been making today, please?
Oh, I've been learning how to net a cabochon because it was something I was particularly struggling with, and so Hannah's been absolutely brilliant and been helping me sort of get the technique right.
It's phenomenal that you've managed to do that.
It took quite a while actually, so hopefully I'll get faster.
Yeah, it's practice makes perfect, and I've got to say that is stunning.
Yeah, it was something I bought from JewelleryMaker a while ago on the Amethyst, and I just couldn't get the hang of it. So I brought it along today, and it's been absolutely brilliant.
And you're going to have another go?
Oh,
when
absolutely.
You get loads more.
I bought the lapis cabochons the other day.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So I'm going to have a good try with those.
Brilliant. Oh, I can't wait to see those pieces. You have to get some sent in. Well done for those ones. And we're heading to Sue now.
Hi.
Lovely to meet you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How's your day been today?
It's been wonderful. I've had a great time.
Good. You can tell that you've had fun making because, wowzers, you've gone for those really cutesy pink tones. Goes perfectly with what you're wearing today, Sue.
This is true.
Is this the type of thing you'd usually create at home?
I'm better at buying than making. So I haven't actually made much, which is why I was a bit nervous about today, but...
No, absolutely. Lovely to be able to see those designs, though. It's that kind of simplistic design that I think a lot of people love and enjoy. Is that the type of thing you'd normally wear?
Yes.
It's just a beautiful array. Did you all hear, by the way, how much this 10-strand bundle was? Yeah. Worked out £2.40 a strand.
Good heavens.
So really, when you look at this, did you use an entire strand, Sue?
I did, yes.
So all of this, even if we included the findings, actually costing about £2.60 to make?
Yes. Brilliant.
I love Sue. She's going, actually, yeah, wowzers. Thank you for showing us those. It's lovely to see you, Anita. How are you?
Yes, fine, thank you.
What colours did you decide to go for?
Well, I just love this appetite. It's beautiful, so different to what I've seen before. So yeah, that really attracted me.
What is it about appetite with this one that really kind of caught your eye?
Oh, just the colour. It's gorgeous.
I always think it's amazing that it's natural.
Yeah, absolutely, and so different to the appetite that I've been used to seeing as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What type of jewellery do you usually make at home?
Oh, as Sue said, really not as many as I buy. But yeah, it would be very simple jewellery, but
wearable.
Wearable
at the same time.
Would be wearable.
I think they're so pretty, and I've got to say, I love kind of the different textures. Do you often use texture with rounds?
Yeah, I quite like the textures. I think it makes a big difference. So yeah,
I'm like that as well.
Thank
you
you
for those ones, Anita. Heading over to AD again. Lovely to see you again. You were here yesterday too. Yeah. How was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was fun.
Did you have good fun?
Yeah.
Did you get lots made?
Yep.
And what have you created today, please?
A torque and then a macrame choker. Done a wire work ring and some earrings to go with the choker.
You've got a really beautiful but different style on each of these pieces. Is that how you normally create?
No, I was thrown out of my comfort zone. I don't like being under pressure, so it was a bit of I got in and they said get a scoop of beads, and I looked and I thought, God, I can't do this. I really can't. So I did the ring first because I know how to do that.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, then things started coming through, and I started. Yeah.
It's nice. You can always see sort of the different dipping in and out throughout the day, which I think is gorgeous. It's lovely to see so much. Thank you for those arts. And the gorgeous Hannah's been looking after you. How have you been?
Great. Yeah, really good. Really enjoyed it. It's been lovely. They've been quite quiet because I've been really concentrating.
Yeah.
You can see it's paid off, obviously.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
just me talking to myself for a while. You know?
Lovely. How nice for you. So they've been well behaved, and
They've
obviously
been
you've
very
helped
well
them out a lot today with different ideas.
You know, I've really enjoyed it. You know, it's been really lovely just to be with like-minded people and just have a morning drinking coffee and making jewellery.
That sounds like the perfect Sunday. Really?
It doesn't sound like work, really.
No, it really doesn't. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Hannah. Ladies, thank you so much for all of these pieces, an absolutely massive amount. Let's say goodbye to all of them. Bye-bye. How do you feel, ladies and gentlemen, about something I like to call... Oh, wait, let's see if the ladies know what this is. Let me give them a heads up. Ladies, I'm going to show something really special now. It shoots through the sky. It's, of course, my...
Opal!
Stop by! made me so happy. I've got for you now a star buy, and I tell you what, this is the starriest of star buys possibly of all time, because look, stars are your star buy. Oh, they're lush, aren't they? You have got such a stunning array of colours in here. Reds, oranges, purples, blues. Now, Fleur, I'd love to know what you'd be doing with these ones, because, you know, wish bracelets, they're phenomenal for, obviously, aren't they?
I'd love to do a necklace, a bit like what you're wearing, a waterfall necklace with all the, so it looks like shooting stars, all different colours, because you could wear that with a nice plain black t-shirt and have all that colour talking for you. It'd be amazing. Love these. I've got quite a few of these strands. I've got the rounds and the and some of the other shapes that we've done.
Stuff like this, I'm just thinking what the colours are reminiscent of. If anybody got that quilling set the other day, the colours of this are as vibrant as our quilling strips, which I think would go lovely with those. Imagine doing a quilling of kind of a single layer heading out to just a really simple fan, do a tail streaming down from these. Glue one of them, because why not, you've got loads, glue one of them onto a card, you've got a shooting star card. Perfect for all those people who've just had their you know, GCSE results, their A-level results, people who are heading off to uni, or just anyone that you think's a bit of a star, you love and adore. A thank you card with stars on would be equally as beautiful, it really would. If you do want to make yourself some wish bracelets, it's very, very easy to do. A wish bracelet, essentially, if you're not sure what it is, have a little look online, because they're massive in certain areas of the world. But essentially, it's making yourself a very simple single cord bracelet. You just get a cord. It doesn't need to be macrame de camimos. It's just a cord that will eventually wear over time. So things like your, you know, your hemp cord, etc. And then essentially, you give it away. People are meant to make a wish on it, and then what happens is when it breaks, it's said that their wish comes true. It's as easy as that. They literally tie it on. It's so simple to do. But you could be selling those at around £5 a pop. If you were to do that with this, it's obviously an instant money maker, but obviously it's not all about money, is it? It's just about giving to loved ones. And you're going to be able to with this, because today, your price point, and that's not just for a strand. £7.95 isn't for a strand. It's not even for 2 strands. It's actually for 3 strands. This is a triple trouble opportunity here for you today, ladies and gentlemen. And you've got yourself an absolute mammoth amount to work with. You've got all of these different colours. You've got all of that different kind of look because of the sheen on these, the different textures you're going to get. And you're getting a massive amount. How much is that working out per strand then? Working out per strand, approximately £2.60-ish per one. And I'm going to be even more annoying now and just count how many stars are approximately on a strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I've got 30 on a strand. So that's 90, isn't it? 30, 60, 70, 80, 90 approximately in total. 90 in total approximately, which works out 9p each. If I put these onto a wish bracelet and sold them for base rate £5 each, that's £5 times 90. I mean, and you do sell your wish bracelets, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I sell them to card shops mainly, so I have to sell them at a wholesale price because they have to put their retail price is £5.50.
Yeah.
And the thing about wish bracelets is if you're buying a gift for somebody abroad, say, here from the UK, it's very cheap postage because they're not very thick, so it's not like you're buying a gift and a card. That's what people really like about them. But these make great bag charms as well. Neve would love one of these on her school bag, just like all shooting stars on chains.
Yeah, it'd be fab, wouldn't it? A little stretchy bracelet with these ones. It'd be gorgeous. And, you know, like we say, Fleur does make and sell her wish cards, and they sell them on for £5.50. So at that price point, you're looking at about, £500, £600
and
profit for this amount? Approximately.
If you got the hemp cord, all the different colours of hemp cord on the card that we do, the 0.5, you would probably be able to do all of those as a wish bracelet with 1 card of hemp cord.
With 1 card of hemp cord. That's amazing, isn't it? Ooh, can we see more like this today? I need to make lots and lots of kiddie jewellery. pocket money items to tease the kids over, and that's from Joanne. We'll see what else we've got. We'll have a little look on it. We'll try and bring them next week, apparently, lovely Dion says. But yeah, things like that are great for kind of just grab people's attention. Do you know what? I was thinking the other day, because as a lot of you will know, I have another job. My other job is a manager of a charity. We're at 6 to 18-year-olds who care for their family members, so they're the main carers in the household, for lots of different reasons, whether it be kind of issues in kind of disabilities and mental health issues and addiction problems and that sort of thing. But we do like end of year parties or end of school year parties and things like that. And what we do is little giveaways. We kind of give away party bags at the end of them. Tell you what, the prices for little kind of tacky plastic whistles and stuff like that are so expensive. Imagine just throwing in 10 of these with a bit of elastic and letting them make their own bracelet. It's literally cost pennies, but they're going to love it because they made it themselves.
Or like on the same sort of thing, children's parties, jewellery making parties, 10-year-olds, 10-year-old little girls would love to sit down and make their own stretchy bracelets, with those, or a necklace, say, something that they can go home and they can wear. I mean, I asked if I could help at my nursery, at Max's nursery, and they could make some jewellery for the mums next Mother's Day. So this could be perfect, because they're big enough for them to hold, to thread on.
Absolutely perfect for that, really are. Triple trouble on these. Did you say text? No, maybe not. Did she? Yeah. Oh, I thought so. Sorry, my phone was on vibrate. Oh, I've already read that one. Hello, Joanne. Yeah, great idea to get those ones for that sort of thing. It really, really is. I've got 99 left. Now, you saw the quantity was high on these ones, and that's the only reason I've been able to do that price. Working out pennies, literally, per one. Well done, everybody. Oh, sorry. Covers. Crimp bead covers. There we go. Crimp bead covers are something that we always use, we always work with to do just what it says on the tin. We cover up our crimp beads. But actually, it's something we don't get on that often at all, let alone in high shine metal like your 925 here. Very, very high end that we've got here for you today. Now, I know that you are kind of known for your chainmail, but I also know that you use quite a lot of your crimp bead covers. Oh yeah. What do you use these for then, Fleur?
If I've run out of spacer beads and I want to add I'd say a bead onto a chainmail piece, and then you can crimp these over onto your chainmail. But I think they're really nice just on one same sort of design as the wish bracelet, on a cord, 5 crimped down onto the cord. Really lovely little stack of bracelets. But you need them for the finish of a jewellery, like we were saying before. If you're selling your jewellery, a sale can be lost and sold on the finish of a piece. If you've got a scratchy crimp without it being covered up, then it could be that that person puts that piece down and says, oh no, I won't buy that one. Whereas if they're covered up, it's all perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about the fact that it's your 95 as well? What are we talking about with profit margins on that? If we're taking it down to the bare brace, basics.
Yeah. I mean, if you just got 3 of these with sterling silver, crimp them up, put them together and use them as 3 spacer beads on an earring. So just on a shepherd's hook with 3, you're looking at a £10 pair of sterling silver earrings, and all you've used is 3 in each ear for that kind of. And they're all sterling silver, so you haven't had to buy the sterling silver beads if you didn't want to. You can make these into your beads as well. Yeah. But yeah, with your sterling silver pieces, they have an inherent value because they are that precious metal.
Absolutely, they are, and especially when you've got as many as this, 100, and you've got 4.2 grams worth here. So at £14.95 for that gram weight, for that amount of something that is really important for us to work with and important for us to use, that is astonishing. In particular, as don't forget, these have to be workable, they have to be usable, and therefore we have to take real time and care to make sure the quality is there, as well as kind of the quantity, the 100 of them that you get. You can buy packs of 10 95 crimp covers in some places, which, okay, it's all right if you're only making a necklace and a matching bracelet and a pair of earrings, but actually if you're planning on having something that you can pick up at any moment to grab, then these are the ones you're getting, and they're perfect for you to kind of have and keep, because let's face it, it's not a pizza, it's not going out of date. No. So treat yourself, although it's the price of a pizza, isn't it? Medium-sized pizza as takeaway, that price point, gonna last much longer. Oh, sorry, I'm just being told that we're doing sterling silver now. Sterling silver, this is sterling silver, but we're going to do a findings pack that's going with it, aren't we? Wow, that must have been dropped in price, this thing we're about to show. Surely it is. Surely this has been dropped in price, because we have done, you know, we have done, where's it gone, sorry, we have done, you know, 925 findings packs, so sort of $14.95, $16.95. Ah, yeah. Oh, wowzers. An entire findings packs of your 925 we've got here for you, and these ones are the 45 piece pack. Come on in, get on in with this if you want to, because it's very rarely that we actually see a findings pack alone. We've seen findings today, you know, and you bought other things with them, but if you actually just purely want to top up on the big pieces, then now you get the opportunity to do so. Yeah, drops in price. I mean, I've just heard the price of this, and it is a corker of a price point. I've got here for you today your 925 sterling silver findings packs, and it's one of our biggest gram weight ones. Really is huge, because you can see on, for example, that clasp how large this is and how much you've got in there to work with. 6.4 grams. Wowzers. This is serious luxury, isn't it, when you've got that amount. I've got in here lots of head pins as well, which are lovely to act as that kind of stoppers for your gemstones or your earrings. But then you have got these absolutely huge clasps, like our S-shaped clasp there, with that lovely detail, and that closed jump rings that's attached to it as well. Makes it very workable. I've also got in here things like your crimps, your crimp bead covers, your shepherd's hooks, 4 pairs in there, sorry, 2 pairs, 4 in total. You've got a length of your chain in there too, and your names are flying in now, probably because your ears have just pricked up. You've gone, hang on, this is by itself, I don't have to get all the extras. Don't get me wrong, I love getting extras. I love when we throw in, you know, jump rings with them sometimes, or findings or spaces or gemstone strands, but sometimes some of you who make for your loved ones and only like to work with the best for the best people in your life, you know, you will want to kind of save and just get as many of these when they're sold by themselves as you can. Sometimes if you buy an entire kit with a findings pack in, it can be around the sort of £25–30 mark, can't it? Today though, you can just get your hands on the pack that you want for a great price, and that is a sensational price, because this is a 6.4 gram precious metal collection. You also get that back with it. You also get things like your chain in there as well, because I know it says 45 pieces, but don't forget, one of those is a chain, one of those is a heavy weight item, and at £12.95, that is a dropper of a price. That is a shocker. That isn't a price we would usually expect at all, is it?
No. When these first came out, I had a look online at that clasp, and I couldn't find one with that weight and that amount of silver for about $7.95. That clasp by itself, other papers, yeah, other places.
So realistically, to get an entire pack for actually what, about £6 more than that, and you're getting everything else. It seems like a no-brainer to me.
It is, and it holds a lot of weight, that clasp as well. So if you've got a multi-strand necklace or a big chainmail piece, you know, something with a bit of weight, it holds a lot of weight because it is such a substantial clasp. It's an amazing clasp.
And I love that we've not just, we've not just decided to go, oh, let's just whack a load of precious metal in one clasp. We've thought about it. We've gone, right, hang on, let's have that really nice kind of detail. Let's make the jump ring a closed jump ring so it's super sturdy, and let's make it super large. Let's make the loop at the bottom that you can put that chain into really, really large and sturdy, so that it's a really beautiful kind of eye-catching piece. And then let's get your twisted gem, your twisted kind of detail there, almost like a gizmo that's been gizmo's detail, and then let's put that around just to give an extra detail and really add interest. It's the thought and care and time into pieces like that that are really, really spectacular, to be able to offer to you at astonishing price points like that. There is a bit of a queue on the phone, but I promise we'll be with you very shortly, as quick as we can. 0800 644 655. Okay, for you now, rose quartz. I love these ones. The little doves. They're like little doves, or little ducks kind of resting. We haven't seen, oh, they're so cute. We haven't seen these, it feels like, for ages. Actually though, didn't Linda or Sheila work with these in not Designer Inspiration, a morning show a few weeks ago? Look at them. Oh, they're so cute, aren't they? Oh, I just love them. Now these ones, Fleur, you've said you've worked with a couple of times before, but actually not just worked them as a bird, you've actually worked them as a different shape entirely.
Yeah, if you put them back to back and then wire them together, they make beautiful butterflies.
Yeah. See?
So you create a little butterfly with them, and all you need to do is just put a head pin through them or wire wrap them together, and they make really lovely little butterfly charms.
Fab, isn't it? See? So you can use these in loads and loads of different ways, but of course you can actually do a scene with them. And it was it Sheila or was it Linda? I'm a nightmare. I always get them confused when I'm thinking back to them. But who essentially did a design. It was on the morning show probably about 2 weeks ago.
It was like a branch.
It was
Linda. Yeah.
It was Linda.
But they were the shell ones, but you could do exactly the same with these
Exactly the
ones.
same look with these.
Yeah.
And she did a branch that was a multi-twisted strand, and it had beautiful, I think it was emerald nuggets on it, and it had these birds in. It's just beautiful, isn't it? We're going to drop the price too, and why not? Because it's Sunday and we're leaving on a bang. Lots of people multi-buying already at that price. Dropping it down. £6.95. This should have been just off £10. It's £6.95 for you today, though, to get your hands on those ones. Work with them yourself, have a play with them, get to know them, work with these different designs. They're absolutely cute. Imagine doing a gorgeous little resin scene. Imagine doing a resin lake and having a little kind of, you know, real gemstone bird just bobbing along the top. I think it's a really cutesy idea. And actually, you could do something like one of those gemstone trees maybe beside it you could do with them. If I grab this for you here, let me show you. Imagine doing a resin base like this with a tree in the background and one of these little cuties just bobbing along on the water. I think that would be super cute, wouldn't it?
That would look absolutely beautiful.
That'd look phenomenal, and you could even do two, because they do look a little bit like doves, I think. And you think of doves, you think of birds that, you know, stay together for life, and it's that kind of. I think there's really nice connotations with this, and the fact that it is a rose quartz, which is of course one of the gemstones referred to as a kind of a gemstone of love. It's just perfect idea for me. It really is. I think it's a lovely little piece there. Well done, everybody. Lots of multi-buyers coming in even quicker now. Just to let you know, though, that price point, you know, once we sell out of these, we won't get them anymore. And at 9 o'clock in the morning, if you're watching back on the repeat, at 9 o'clock, so about 7 minutes, these will go back up to £9.95. So if you're watching on the repeat, imperative you come in right now. You've got about 7 minutes before these go up in price point. Okay, so get it whilst you can. £6.95. Got now some more jump rings, but these ones are slightly different. These are your triangular ones. I think I've got dog hair up my nose or something today. I've had a very itchy snout. I've got for you. Do you get that as well, Fleur?
Yeah, I do.
I've got for you now triangular jump rings. Can't undo these. Can you undo these, please, Ben?
Oh, don't ask me to do a manly thing.
No, well, I don't know. I think it's just because I'm warm. Oh, easy as that. Thank you. Thanks, Ben. I've got here for you your triangular jump rings, and they are your closed jump rings. Beautiful brush detail on these ones too. Yeah. What can I do with these, please?
I love to do like a bunting style necklace with these, so just link one into one, so just get an open jump ring and just link two together, and they go into like bunting, so you can then add your gemstones from the bottom. You can use these with your Japanese designs, so it gives a really really different look, a more contemporary look to your traditional chainmail. Where it says add a closed jump ring, you can add these in. But the scallop bracelet that we did on the very first demonstration, these look fabulous with that, with these colour, this style as well, with the triangles, because they all sit so beautifully together. So yeah, you have fun with these ones. They're great.
Yeah. That is so beautiful. Hello everyone. $7.95 for you today on those ones. Is an astonishing price point. It's £7.95. 100 of those in total. I like the idea of doing, you know, you said bunting. Yeah. I like the idea of maybe doing these with a bit of crochet in between and actually have a bunting
that'd
almost.
Be lovely. Yeah, really
for front of a card or something, or a doll's house. Hi Tracy, Bex. Please say hi to my Westies. Sky and Bracken, gorgeous name, who are watching you. Love, Tracy. Sky, Bracken. Hello, Porridge. Hello. Sit. Good, Bracken. Well done. Hello, duties. I've got squidgy little faces. Anyway. I don't know what it is about.
It's like you've been escaped from somewhere where you do that.
I have. They've let me out. Thank you, Tracy, for that. Okay, you have done so much with this.
Yeah, it doesn't
You
look a
got
lot.
around to encasing those gems like you said you
Yeah,
would.
so I've done exactly the two that I said that you could do. So I've done the beaded box weave, which is that one there.
That's the beaded box weave.
Yeah, and then there's the inverted round, and I've still got, it doesn't even look like I've touched it. Look.
That, oh
still
my
got-
gosh, you're joking me.
Well,
Look at the amount we've got left. And all of those. These are separate, don't forget, but you've got all of those gemstones. That was $6.95 we took those to, and all of those
200.
jump rings as well. It's
But so-
astonishing, isn't it?
I've used 200 jump rings and about an inch worth of the beads.
That's amazing, because we had 400 in this pack.
Yeah.
Your gemstones are on the screen right now. We took it to a really naughty price. You've got those 3 colours in there as well, which are depicted beautifully. Thank you for making all of those. Don't forget, if you do want to see more of lovely Fleur's designs from today, go and have a little look on JewelleryMaker Facebook page, because we will have taken photos and popped them up on there. Fleur, it's been an absolute dream boat of a day.
Oh, thank you, I've loved it, absolutely loved it.
Are you excited about getting your opal?
I am, thank you, Jan, thank you so much.
So, Fleur, when are you with us, please, next?
Friday for the crochet show.
I'm so jealous.
I know.
Can't wait. So please do feel free to join Fleur for that. And just to let you know that sadly of that peridot I have a couple left, and that's it. Do stay tuned, it's designer inspiration, but for now I'll see you on Bank Holiday Monday. See you very soon.